Man, see what you got.
We are live. We are live and in drive. You better believe we got the house. The house is packed tonight. Listen, our Dolphin affiliates are out, as well as our Steeler affiliate. He's not here either. So hey, man, you ain't got nothing but Cowboys in the house tonight, and we're gonna be talking about that Dallas Cowboy 53-man roster. You know, in the house we got Burnett from the B spot up there in the corner. We got Troy Hayward down here at the bottom, and we got Irvin Seabrook, the man with the short hands. And so, you know, we've been waiting for this time all year. You know it. Hey. We ain't heard that song for a while. We ain't heard it for a while. But it's about that time. It's about that time. I hope you're ready for football. We're ready for football around here. Absolutely. So listen, we go check out the promo, and we're going to be back with our show. That's right. We're back in the house. My homeboy Reggie Joyner, a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, chiming in. He's from the class of '84. Him and Troy Hayward went to school together. And so, yo, I just might as well let y'all know, man. You know, we got two people on the line, but I just want y'all to know I'm getting hyped already because I want y'all to know that we them boys. I mean, you heard it a lot, but we them boys. You know, we them boys. And this year, we are going back to our rightful place. And I'm just going to let you know, I'm going to be hard to deal with. Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year. So you might as well unfriend me from Facebook right now. I'm going to be hard to deal with. But we're going to look at that 53-man roster. We got Michael Gibbs, my other homeboy. Yo, we got Macbeth in the house. I can say, ooh. I'm Macbeth up in the house. Absolutely. And so let me turn that off because I know that boy cursing in a song right there. I had one queued up already, Herb. And boy, that word he said a compound curse word. I said, whoa, I can't put that on the show. I said, whoo, that was a hot one, boy. But yeah, we them boys. And then we got twofold. He said opinion on Detroit doubles. Detroit doubles. I don't know what that is. What's going on, Mike? So we got two Pittsburgh Steelers fans. So you know what? Hey, Lone Wolf not here tonight, but Lone Wolf got some Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
I think he's sending us some recon.
He said recon on us?
He's sending us some recon.
I tell you what now, I thought we had it locked down, but you know, hey, it's four. We got two Pittsburgh Steelers fans on the wire tonight, my homeboys from Macbeth. And so we're going to get started, man. We're going to talk about that roster. Reggie Joyner chimes and he says hello. We got Michael Gibbs chiming in, my other homeboy. He says hello. We got another Dallas Cowboy, Macbeth, Michael Wigfall. He's out there in Conway. Mike said, what's up, homie? And Michael Wigfall says, hello, Cornell, Tony Johnson. Mike, you call out my whole government name. If I had a warrant, Mike, they're coming for me, Mike. The boys know me. The boy coming for me. And the Dallas Cowboy fans tonight. What's going on, Mike? I tell you, Herb, I can't hide now. Might not call it out. Then we got Twofold. Twofold said opinion on the Detroit Doubles.
Who is that, man?
Who's the Detroit? Anybody know who the Detroit Doubles are?
Who's Twofold?
I think that's somebody messing with our feed, man.
No, I got some people coming in from Twitch too.
Oh, okay.
So the Twofolds might be there might be a team or something more. He might be gassing me up, and I might not need to say it too much because it might mean something else. I saw. We'll check on that later on, but we'll find out if it's legit or not. And so we're gonna be talking about the Cowboys tonight. We're gonna be talking, and you can talk about your team, what your team did with the 53 man roster. Before we even start, we're gonna go ahead and talk about expectations. We're gonna talk about our expectations for this season. Just like that book we had to read when I was in school, Great Expectations. I don't even think I read the book. I got Cliff Notes. That's why I failed the test. That's why I went to summer school. It's a cycle, Irv. It's a cycle. I got Cliff Notes. I failed the test.
They tricked us.
Summer school.
They tricked us. They told you if you get the Cliff Notes, you pass it, but they asked you everything that wasn't in the Cliff Notes.
They was trying to sell the books.
They was trying to sell the books.
Ain't been worth nothing, boy.
That's right.
Cliff Notes ain't been worth nothing at all, man. Nothing at all. So expectations. We gonna start with you, Burnett, the B spot. What are your expectations for the Cowboys this year?
Listen, I'm gonna be a realist, and I know you said if they win the championship, you're gonna be a whole different person. I just would like to see us win the division this year, and I guess they say you gotta, what they say, under promise, over deliver. I would like to see us win the championship. Let's start with the division first. Here's the thing for me. I think the biggest thing for the Cowboys will be them getting into the game mentally early, because last season we got Dak coming back from 2 injuries. We got Zeke with all the issues that he was in, and the team needs to be mentally ready. I'm hoping that Dak can stay healthy and win some games, at least the division, if not anything else.
All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on down to Irvin Seabrook, the man with the sure hands, and anybody else out there. You can tell me what your expectations are. Mike, Reg, Michael Wigfall, Mike, Reg. What your expectations are for the Pittsburgh Steelers? What your expectations are, Mike Wigfall, for the Dallas Cowboys? Irv, what do you think? What's your expectations for the Cowboys this season?
Well, after that debacle last year, I expect for our guys to play like they really want to be Dallas Cowboys. I think in the past couple of years, we've had guys that were on the team that were just happy with the fact that they had the star on their head. When I coach youth football, I used to tell my kids, you don't get a decal until you earn it. I know these are professionals. I kind of wish they'd have gone to camp with no star on the helmet. You got to earn it, But I like the way the team is set up. I like what we did in the draft. I expect our defense to be way better than we were last year. I think we have a good defensive coordinator who is not a good head coach. Let me say that. He's a great defensive coordinator, but he's not a good head coach. And that was proven. Some people just are not made to be head coaches. Mm-hmm. I just want to see, the one thing I really want to see is our offensive coordinator call a game to our strength. And that is Zeke got to get the ball more than 11 times a game. And I know the NFL has gone to this, we got to throw it around 40 times. But, Dak is coming off a bad injury. He had shoulder situation here in the preseason. Our offensive line is back right now. So let's run behind him. Play ball control, keep our defense off the field, but I really expect us to be 11-6 this year. And like Ms. B said, we should win the division. Once we win the division, then I'll start talking about the next phase, which is winning the Super Bowl.
All right. And Troy, before I get to you, Michael Gibbs chimed in. He says Super Bowl is his expectations for the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, Mike. We heard that. That's your expectation. All right.
They're in trouble.
He says expectation is, so we'll give Mike that right there.
And now, here with an unlimited supply of misinformation is Mr. Know-It-All.
So, Troy, we're gonna come to you now, Troy, brother. Tell me, what's your expectations for the Cowboys this year?
You got a 17-game season. I think we're going 10-7. I think we're going to split with Redskins and sweep the division. Other than that, but I don't think defensively we ready yet. I mean, from what I've seen in the preseason, I'm not sold on the defense. I mean, I agree with Irvin. What Irvin said, that we got a good defensive coordinator. He's not a good coach. I don't like his philosophy as far as length compared to girth. He likes going with tall cornerbacks and tall defensive linemen. I think we need some girth in the middle. I think we need a big 320-pound plug in the middle to stop the middle. I think that's still gonna be our downfall. We can't stop the run. I think if we can play with the lead and give our ends, we got some of the best defensive ends in the league. If you can play with a lead, 14-point lead, and give somebody that play from behind, I think we can dominate because we got a pass rush, but we soft up the middle. We got quick linebackers. I don't think they can stop the run, but they're not no real hitters. They can plug the holes. They're quick. They get to the ball fast, but we ain't got no Khalil Mack, man. Let's be honest, we ain't got no Khalil Mack. We got speed and we got people that can cover, but we don't really got nobody that can really plug in the middle. So I think
you don't think Randy Gregory is going to have a Khalil Mack kind of season?
Nah, I don't think so. I think he's good coming off that end, and I think we can stop that. Coming off the end, he's the defensive end. I think he gonna hold that part. We got two of the best defensive ends in the league. I think we're gonna be strong on the end. But I think we beat up the middle. If we go pound for pound, I think you can run down the Cowboys' throat, just like the previous 2 years. So if we can get a lead, you got to drop back and pass, we're gonna eat you up. So I think that's what we built for, the rushing the quarterback, but we're not built to stop the run. And I think that was one of our downfalls last year. But I think if Dak come out there, and distribute his ball like he can, with all the weapons he get, I think we should possibly be have to punt 3 times a game. I think we can score more scoring than every other possession, with the talent that we have. And that's how we got to come out there slinging the ball. I don't think we're going to be able to stop nobody. We ain't going to win no 10-7 game. That ain't going to happen. It's going to be 28, 35, 21 games. I mean, if we don't have the defense, I'm not sold on the defense, but from what I've seen in the preseason, he never played the entire unit together to show what we got. I don't know if you're trying to hide him because we don't have what we got. That's just not there. You never played your starting defense who you're going to come out with for a quarter together consistently. You never put that package together for a quarter the whole preseason to show that we got some beasts up front. Every preseason game, you changing around this person, that person. So you never got a feel for what we really got. And I think he's hiding. I think he's protecting our defense. You don't want anybody to see how weak we are up the middle. And every time when I seen on Hard Knocks and I seen in the preseason, our offense is killing our defense. I mean, CeeDee Lamb looked like he the best wide receiver in the league in all these clips. I'm saying, can anybody on that team stop this guy? So if CeeDee's killing him, what you gonna do when you go against the guy from Houston, with them elite receivers that's been in the league for years and years? If CeeDee killing him in his second year, what you gonna do with these other guys, man? We in trouble.
Well, we're gonna find out next week because Tampa Bay got a 3-headed monster.
That's what I'm saying. We in trouble with our corner. So I'm saying, unless we can outscore somebody, unless that defense come together, man, it's gonna be a high scoring affair, man. It's gonna be a high scoring affair, and we capable of winning that way. But I think just like last year, if we get a lead on anybody, and you gotta pass the ball, we good. But if somebody get a 10-point lead on us, they can just run the ball down our throat. Oh man.
Yeah, we're not coming back.
A couple of years ago versus the Rams, they had 2 running backs rush for over 100 yards against us. One got 170, one got 130, right up the middle. That's my God. Can't you stop anybody? That's a high school team. You can't stop anybody. So I mean, and I don't think we improved in the middle. We got the kid from Chicago. He's 6'8", 270. Why you get somebody 3'4" that he just lay down in the middle and just lay down? You can't and hold on move. We don't got no run stop. We don't got no Russell Maryland. We ain't got nobody to plug that middle, man. We got length and guys that can rush the ball, man. We don't got nobody that's just going to sit in the middle and clog it. Now, you got to realize on defense, if you got somebody that can clog the middle, your linebacker can shoot the gaps. But if somebody pushing your defensive line back, your linebacker is inadequate. You can't do nothing if you get pushed back towards it. That's the problem we got, man. So I mean, although he came with all his theories of these big corners and this and that next thing, it hasn't been proven to me, man.
Well, it worked.
It can work, but offensively, we speak up. It worked in Seattle. It ain't working in Atlanta. You know, well, definitely. I'm saying the same. Which was puzzling me. The same guy that had us up by 70 points in the fourth quarter. We make our defensive coordinator. You proved to me you can do nothing.
But we can't hold that against him because that's just like saying, Norv Turner is not an offensive guru mastermind, which to me, Norv Turner is probably one of the best offensive coordinators ever was in basketball, in football rather.
My philosophy is this:
he's not a head coach. He's not a good head coach.
I agree and disagree with that. If I am a defensive minded coordinator and you make me a head coach, I'm still gonna be defense. I might not know jack about offense, but my defense gonna be point. My defense gonna be point because that's what I know. I'm gonna get a defense coordinator got the same mindset as me. My defense gonna be point. And if you're doing something wrong defensively because that's my expertise, I'm gonna step in and listen, bro. That ain't what I want.
But do you remember Garrett got his job? Oh, go ahead.
Do you ever think that it might just be that the players he had just weren't able to do what he wanted them to do?
He had a bunch of young players, man.
So yeah,
he had a bunch of young players over there in Atlanta, and the players still have to execute. Now, I think that what's the dude name? Because we knew who the offensive coordinator was. That's the same dude that was down there in Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, right?
But let me say this too.
Isn't that the same dude that was in Carolina that gave up that allowed Carolina to get that big beating in the Super Bowl?
That's what Dallas.
No, the one that was in Atlanta.
No, the offensive coordinator that year was the head coach of San Francisco right now.
Absolutely, and he was the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. And guess what? Let's look at his record. San Francisco was up in the Super Bowl. San Francisco lost the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Carolina couldn't do nothing in the Super Bowl against Denver. And here you had him. He was at the chessboard with the old man Wade Phillips. And so now you had him over here, and he's against Belichick. And so the fact of the matter was he got out coached. And I mean, when you got an offensive coordinator, you put it in the offensive coordinator's hands. You say, hey man, I expect you to be able to do this. I expect you to be able to do this.
But as a head coach, that wins and losses don't fall on the offensive coordinator. It falls on the head coach. So at any point, you got Claude Blanche to say, listen, scratch that. Give me the headset.
In that Super Bowl, Dan Quinn should have gone to Shannon and said, listen, we're going to run the football, and I don't want to see the ball snap till there's 1 second left on the clock. I don't care about you want to throw the ball. When you look at the last 7-8 minutes of that Super Bowl, they try to throw the ball on 3rd and 1 when Devontae Freeman missed the block and they fumbled on the sack. Then they had 3rd and 1 again after Julio made a great first down catch, and they tried to throw it again, got a holding penalty, remember, backed them up 10 yards, and they kept snapping the ball with 15, 20 seconds left on the clock, and that's what takes all the time for New England.
You know what's funny with me? You look on the ESPN, they got that sports science thing. On the sports science says if they would have got 5 first downs in the second half, they would have won the game. If they'd have ran the clock, three downs, and use all the clock and punt, all they need was 5 first downs. The second half, they used 28 minutes on the clock and won the game. That's all they didn't have to pass the ball the whole time. They didn't have to. If they could have got 5 first downs in the second half and used the clock properly, they would have won the game by 10 points.
Well, the old saying is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And so the bottom line is we know what smash mouth football is. Smash mouth football is exactly what it says. Pass opens up the run opens up the pass. Person with the ball the most is going to win the game. You got time of possession. You got the biggest chance of winning the game. And so the bottom line is if you got a running game, then that means run the ball down their throat from the first quarter up to the fourth quarter. The hole's going to get bigger. The defensive line will get tired. And then what's going to happen is they're going to start fatiguing out, and you're going to run that ball down their throat. And you got the right kind of rotation going on. And so
And that's the only way Dallas win this year with time of possession.
But what I'm saying about Dallas is this: he has not shown his hand on purpose. He has not shown his hand, and I'm telling you.
So says the blind man.
You can take me at my word. He gonna show his hand against Tampa Bay, but he is not showing his hand on purpose. But now,
why not? Why not?
Because why would you?
Why not? Because
why would I allow you?
I'm gonna tell you from Jimmy Johnson.
Element of surprise is everything.
I'm gonna tell you from Jimmy Johnson today. If I got a beast, I'm gonna show you.
They're gonna find out anyway.
I ain't got nothing to hide. Jimmy Johnson said, I'm bad. You know I'm bad, and I'm gonna show you I'm bad. I ain't gotta hide that. I'm gonna kick your ass. What would Jimmy Johnson? Excuse me. Jimmy Johnson said, "We gonna beat him."
Yeah, but then
beat him. What we gonna do? We gonna beat him. He ain't got no confidence in that defense.
There's no Jimmy Johnson in Dallas no more.
He ain't got no confidence in that defense.
Yeah, there's no Jimmy Johnson in Dallas no more. And so the thing is, like, I would say this too. I would bottom line is I'm not gonna show you my hand either. Preseason they was doing just that, evaluating talent. Now, when they line up against Tampa Bay, then we're gonna see what time it is. And so,
did you see Hard Knocks?
Huh?
You see Hard Knocks? You watch any of that?
But and you made a point earlier about CeeDee Lamb beating our defensive backs. Bro, CeeDee Lamb beat everybody defensive backs. Everybody defensive backs get beat by CeeDee Lamb.
Here you go.
I'm just saying. Okay.
There you go.
Name some defensive backs that shut him down last year.
What's the kid for that? We played the Rams last year?
The Rams ain't never shut him down.
Rams shut everybody down.
The Rams ain't never shut down.
What's the kid name for the Rams that won the game from Jacksonville?
You talking about?
It should have been a pass interference on.
It should have been a pass interference on him.
On him.
But regardless of that, he shut us down.
He did not shut down CD, man.
He shut down. If he didn't shut down CD because he didn't cover CD, because CD wasn't the number one. That's why he didn't cover CD. All right, but he shut down Amari. Right? He shut down whoever was the go-to man. We had no answers with him, man.
Against the Rams.
I'm a diehard Cowboys fan like you, but I'm not going to see something that they did.
So you talking about the Rams when we lost? The Rams didn't blow us out.
We lost 20-17.
We lost 20-17 to the Rams.
They didn't blow us out.
We lost the game.
I didn't say they blow us out.
But I mean, so they ain't shut us down. I mean, to me, when you say shut down, I'm thinking 21-3. We can't move the ball.
If you pass for less than 300 yards, that's kind of almost like a shutdown in the NFL.
And then the thing is, we had Mike Nolan.
Right,
bro.
Don't get me started.
Don't even get me started on him, because for us to even have 20-17, that's all that.
We got Mike Nolan. Also, we got McCarthy. McCarthy's an idiot too.
Yeah, I'm not a big McCarthy fan. But
you go on his page, Green Bay Packers, all the guys are laughing how he's performing on Hard Knocks. He don't raise his voice. He don't curse. They're saying he's performing on Hard Knocks. He's doing what Jerry tells him to say. He's acting as Jerry tell him that. That's not Mike McCarthy.
That's every coach.
Yeah.
I mean, every coach we've ever had, they gotta, they never have the freedom to do anything they want because Jerry is coaching the team.
The only two that didn't do it was, and he ran both of them off. Jimmy Johnson and Bill Parcells.
Right. Yeah, Jimmy and Parcells.
And had he stuck with Jimmy or had he stuck with Bill Parcells, we wouldn't be in this 25-year drought that we're in now.
Absolutely.
Plain and simple.
Absolutely.
I think the game might have passed Parcells a little bit, but clearly we should have kept Jimmy.
But the expectations I have, man.
I think rather than hiring McCarthy, he should have got on his knees and beg and plead and ask Jimmy to come back.
He didn't even have to get on his knees. He just had to show Jimmy some respect because Jimmy Hart never left Dallas.
Do it again.
His heart never left Dallas. He built a monster down there, man.
Jimmy wouldn't come back. Jimmy said he making more money at fishing than coaching. Jimmy wouldn't come back.
But and it's a crazy thing, but I feel like this year I really feel that Jerry was sincere. I really feel like it hit him this year when he stopped and he thought about, because really, commercially, he really revolutionized the game of football. Because, bro, ain't nobody been building these big stadiums and stuff like that, and getting these and until Dallas came along, he got them guys building them big, huge stadiums. Everybody, these guys wasn't doing stuff like that. And I mean,
how you consider revolutionizing the game? I mean,
but if you build a big stadium, you still want to win.
Yeah, Jerry, money wise, let me tell you something. Money wise,
he brought the business aspect into it, but I mean, he already came into a business conglomerate. I mean, Cowboys was already selling out every game with losing record. We still, we've been a player of the year, but sell out every season.
Listen, when they came to the Cowboys, that was a dead dog on the side of the road, bro. That was a dead dog.
When he took over the Cowboys,
dead dog. Now we they breathed life into it.
No, man, we wasn't dead.
Come on, man.
We wasn't completely dead. No.
We was dead, man.
We had just been a playoffs the year before,
but we ain't going no Super Bowl with that team. With that group, we wasn't going no more Super Bowls, man. We had to make a change. We had to make a change.
I still don't like the way he did Tom Landry though.
I mean, he got to go. I mean, bottom line. I mean,
they should offer Tommy something up in the offense, the GM and stuff, just to fire Tom. I don't like how they did Tom. I still don't like how they did Tom. Yeah, they paid off, but I mean, I don't like how they did Tom.
Not me either. I thought that was real wrong.
Yeah, and I agree with you that he's a intricate part of the Dallas Cowboy framework, and he should have really got an opportunity to. But do you think that he really would have wanted to move into the box? You think he would have wanted to move into like a general manager? I know,
but you would give him opportunity to retire.
He knows talent because he drafted Irvin.
But I'm saying you would just to fire me? Come on, man. I would just say you would take it. We'll give you a big old thing and let you resign or whatever, just to say you fired. I don't like how you did that.
That's rough.
What you think, Ms. B? Quiet.
I agree with Troy. No, and really, I am listening to y'all, but I'm looking at this roster because today is the first day I got to look at the final roster actually, and so I'm trying to see. I'm trying to listen to y'all and see what I think we're gonna be able to do. But I'm agree with Troy, and I think that we might be in trouble. Now I'm thinking about even are we going to win the division?
Why you think that? Why you say that?
I mean, just
where you think the hole's at?
I think the defensive line.
DeMarcus Lawrence, Randy Gregory, Neville Gallimore, Osai Osawala, Dorrance Armstrong, Terrell Basham, Andy, Chauncey Golson, Brent Urban, Quinton Bohanna. No real run stoppers, man. We have no run stoppers. We have no run stoppers in the middle.
I disagree, man.
You can't automatically transcend a college player and think he's gonna be able to handle a grown ass man 20, 29, 31, 2 years old that been in the league for 7 years. Unless you a beast. If we ain't got no beast, who's that beast in the middle?
That's not true, bro. Let me tell you something. That Quinton Bohanna, he's an earth mover.
He would not have waited to the second round, a third round, if he was a beast mover.
But listen, that second and third round really means nothing. Let me tell you, that means nothing when it comes to selecting people. Because when did they select Leon Lett from Emporia State? You didn't even know about Leon Lett. I never even knew who Leon Lett was. Tony Tolbert? I didn't even know who Tony Tolbert and Leon Lett was.
Leon Lett was not a beast his first year.
You crazy. Leon Lett was always a monster. So you go ahead and pull up them statistics. Because I was talking about Lett. Lett was always an animal. He was unstoppable.
Leon Lett was not a beast his first year, as far as I remember.
Irvin, I need some backup on that.
I'm going to pull it up on my phone right now. I do not think he was a beast his first year.
Go ahead and pull it up. Tony Tolbert and Leon Lett were arguably the two best defensive ends in their time period with the Dallas Cowboys. They were unstoppable.
They're not even in the top 5.
What are you talking about?
What's the guy that went to what's the best defensive end?
You talking about the three-time Super Bowl winners?
The guy that went to.
What are you talking about?
The guy that went to
Super Bowl winners?
How many Super Bowls he won? It was a committee with defense. What's the guy that went to the Denver Broncos? Did he play defensive end?
What are you talking about?
What's the guy named Irvin that went to the Cowboys? Went and signed. He went to the Broncos.
I know
Troy
what you're
State.
talking about. I can't remember his name.
Troy State. Our sack leader.
For the one that's down there now?
No, he retired now. But he went to the. He wound up in his career in the Broncos.
Oh, you talking about
DeMarcus Ware? DeMarcus Ware.
DeMarcus Ware?
Leon Lett was better than DeMarcus Ware?
DeMarcus Ware had 1 Super Bowl. And he got it with Denver.
That's not what I asked you.
He got it with Denver.
Do you like who better than DeMarcus Ware?
Leon Lett.
Leon Lett.
Nope.
Better than DeMarcus Ware?
All day long.
They played 2 different positions.
But I still think Leon Lett was more disruptive.
No, man.
Leon Lett was disruptive, man.
You forgot about DeMarcus Lawrence.
No, I love DeMarcus Ware. Really, he's the true DeMarcus. That's the true DeMarcus that Dallas had. That's the true DeMarcus now. Mike Wigfall says, Cornell Tony Johnson, all the Dallas Cowboy fans and all the haters stay on the sideline. The defense line needs to step up and play like Dak Prescott. When he first came to the team, the problem is with the team, when Dak got the injury, that's when the team went down. Bam Mab said he liked Ware better. He say like DeMarcus Ware better. So DeMarcus Ware was definitely he won a lot of games. And he was that dude. But bro, I don't think it makes a difference when it comes down to me about first, second, third round when you know how to pick talent.
Let me clarify something.
No difference. How much
Leon Lett first year, he only played in 5 games. It had no sacks, no tackles, no nothing his first year. So he did not come in automatically as no beast. Okay.
But he was
his first year, only played 5 games and did nothing.
But Troy,
nothing.
I noticed something about you, and it's a trend. And the trend is you don't like to give people their due. Because
honesty.
First of all, okay, I'll give you that one, but you still ain't giving CD Lamb his due.
No, he hasn't proven enough to me yet.
What are you talking about?
Your first year, I'm looking at longevity. I'm looking at, are you going to be here? You can't. First 2 years you did something, you get hurt, then you out the league. Then you was irrelevant. You was nothing. You got to sustain a career and do something continuously. Wait a minute. Granted, this is his first year. I'm not going to put everything on his first year. He's impressive for his first year, but you got to maintain that. You got to consistently do that year after year after year. You had a good year. Are you going to follow up your sophomore year with a better year? Your junior year with an even better year? Your senior as a Pro Bowl, then Pro Bowl, the Pro Bowl. I'm not willing to give you everything on 1 year, man.
Do you realize his starting quarterback was out after 5 games last year, and he still continued to dominate?
For him and Amari. Amari too. But Amari had better stats than him, right?
They still continue to dominate.
The same quarterback, the same amount of time, right?
But
he had 973 yards receiving last year as a rookie.
As a rookie. Was he rookie of the year? Was he rookie of the year?
It don't matter.
Did he have the best stats as a rookie? Was he the leading touchdown as for rookies? He had the most yards as a rookie.
His quarterback was out after 5 games.
Okay.
His quarterback was gone, man.
Okay.
And he was still balling out, man.
Okay. He's good, but he ain't 88 yet to me yet. He ain't 88 yet. He ain't Drew Pearson. He ain't Michael Irvin. And he ain't Dez yet to me yet. Not yet. He might get there, but not yet.
The rookie of the year last year was a defensive player.
Offensive rookie of the year was who?
They
that guy from Chicago? Chicago?
It was Justin Herbert from San Diego.
Yeah.
He's the quarterback. He threw over 3,500 yards.
No, it was a wide receiver. I thought it was Chicago. Somebody had like 13.
So I'm looking at it right here. NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, Justin Herbert from the Chargers.
Okay,
Defensive Rookie of the Year was Chase Young from Washington.
Okay, who was the rookie receiver that had the most yards? It wasn't CD. What was Chicago? What did we see from Washington? Somebody that balled out had like 12 touchdowns and had these crazy numbers.
What do you think CD would have had if we didn't lose Dak?
I think his numbers would have been better. But at the same time, what people don't realize, Dak threw what 30 times a game last year, 40 times a game. We played from behind almost the whole season. He had to throw the ball. We never played with a lead. We had to versus the Falcons. We had to throw 45 times a game. We losing. We getting blowed out. You got to throw the ball, right? To me, Dak numbers was elevated. Was passing for 400 yards a season. He had the highest numbers when he got hurt, but we had a 1-5 record.
But was that
you know, people
was that
don't realize
that we had the 1-5 record?
Last 17 games, he's 6-11. His last 17 games.
Or was it the horrible defense we had? Was it their fault?
Quarterback get wins and losses. Quarterback don't get what defense is, right? That's 6-11.
Lose the game.
That's 6-11 his last 17 games.
The quarterback's supposed to manage the game, but the defense is supposed to stop the other. The defense is supposed to stop the other offense, and we could not do that last year.
The same thing I said when Tampa Bay, when New England came back on Atlanta. It wasn't offensive force, defensive force. Stop somebody. God damn, stop somebody.
And one thing you got to think about too, though, is that that's Brady and that's Belichick. And so when you play them,
you know what?
You got to beat them 4 quarters.
B-Spot, give me your opinion on this, B-Spot. He brought up Belichick. I no longer have respect for Belichick.
Belichick, one of the greatest football minds in football, man.
Now I think it's Brady. Now that Brady left him, I think it was all Brady.
What are you talking about?
I think it's all Brady. I think it's all Brady now that Brady left him and Brady went to Tampa Bay and won the Super Bowl. I said, you know what? It might not have been all Belichick. It might have been Brady.
I mean, Brady always has an amazing offensive line. He got like 45 seconds to sit in the pocket and throw the ball. So, I mean, he had no choice but to be great.
Do a research for me. do a research for me. What is Belichick record? Give me a research. What is Belichick record without Brady?
I can tell you something about Belichick right now.
Research that for me.
Chico check.
He was in Cleveland with an 0-13 record.
But I can tell you something about Belichick right now. He has an incredible football IQ. He is a defensive mastermind. I remember we went down there and we had a better team than them, and we played them in like a slush bowl. You remember we went and played them down there? I think the last time we went to
when did we have a better team than New England?
We had a better team than New England.
When?
New England, listen, New England has not always had, on paper, New England has not always had a great team. They've had a good system. They've had a great system.
I don't
New
think
England is a team that
Tom Brady is 6-0 or 4-0 versus Dallas.
New England can take less than. New England will let a star wide receiver go, and the next dude they develop, you ain't never even heard the dude till he start catching. You ain't never even heard the dude. They have a great system.
Catching from who? From Brady.
Dude,
Brady,
I mean,
okay. Said here you go. It says without Tom Brady, he has 61-72
losing record. Without Brady.
Without Brady, he's 51-65.
51-65, right? Losing record. Without Brady.
Yeah.
But he's the greatest of all time. I kind of thought maybe I said he's going to prove to everybody he didn't need Brady because when Brady got hurt, he still won. With his backup quarterback, Garoppolo, he still was competitive. But then when Brady gone, I said, you know what? I'm kind of starting to wonder a little bit, but it kind of might be Brady. I'm going to see what he does without Brady. And it ain't looking too good. When I go back to he was with Cleveland 0-13. He was with the Jets. He was 4-9. I said, it might just be Brady. That's what I think about it. When he had Bledsoe, he didn't have he wasn't winning with Bledsoe neither until Brady came along.
He went to the Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl with Bledsoe. Now
who they lost to?
They lost to Green Bay.
With Bledsoe?
Yeah. But I'm gonna give him a minute pass for last year because he had 9 defensive players to opt out because of COVID. So I'm gonna give him a pass, but I've lost, and I hate to say it like this, a little respect for him and what he did to Cam yesterday. And you can tell me what all you want about Cam ain't vaccinated and but 2 hours before he cut Cam, he said Cam has done everything he needed to do to be the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots. And this whole preseason, you could see the writing on the wall because every day on ESPN and Fox, all they kept talking about was Matt Jones, Matt Jones, Matt Jones. They put up a stats yesterday comparing the two of them in the preseason. But if Matt Jones plays 40 more snaps against four-string defensive players, he's going to have stats. And my thing is, everybody's saying Matt Jones should start. Everybody's saying the kid from the Jets should start as a rookie. Everybody talking about the kid from Jacksonville should start as a rookie.
Let me ask you something.
None of them saying the kid from Chicago should be starting. And I got a problem with that. He should sit behind Andy Dalton. I got a problem with that.
I mean, I don't got a problem with him sitting behind Andy Dalton.
I do.
Only because I don't want that kid to get hurt. I think it's his team. I think it's going to be his team. But right now, Chicago ain't got nothing to protect that boy. Andy Dalton's going to be hurt by the third game.
Okay,
He'll get it gone. I don't want that boy to get shell shocked.
They play the Rams the first game. He might get hurt the first game.
He'll get crushed. He gonna get the starting position because they have no protection whatsoever. So he gonna get it. So I don't got a problem with that. And as far as Cam, Cam for me, I wouldn't want to be in New England because I looked it up if I remember right. Matt Jones making more money than Cam Jones. Cam Newton. How your backup quarterback making more money than your star? Cam was only scheduled to make $3.5 million. Matt Jones making $6 million a year.
But do y'all think that the Patriots was ever going to keep Cam long term?
No.
I mean, I don't think so. They never had a plan on keeping him long term. I think it was a whole media stunt. If you remember, that's when Robert Kraft was getting in trouble for his prostitution ring, and then they had the whole kneeling with the Black Lives Matter, and they needed a showboy because they had Tom Brady forever. That was a stunt. They wasn't going to keep Cam, no way.
And I mentioned, I told you that boy is going to beat Cam for that job. I told you, Matt. I told you if Jones come out there and if Jones look crisp, I told you Jones was going to beat Cam for that job. So, and they saying they saying it's not it, Irv, but I'm telling you, it's that.
So you know what's going to happen on the 12th, right?
It's that COVID protocol.
You know what's going to happen on the 12th, right? When they play the Dolphins, who hadn't showed nothing in the preseason, and he hadn't seen those defensive where those guys come up and you think they coming and they back out and the other guy come from the backside.
He'll be exposed.
Okay, just watch now. He's going to be exposed.
It's going to prove my point. It was Tom Brady.
It's up to his offensive line because if his offensive line protect him, that dude is going to hurt the Dolphins. I guarantee you, if the offensive line protect him, he will hurt the Dolphins. He will hurt them. He's not Tua.
Let me explain something.
Troy.
He hurt him.
Troy, I owe you an apology.
Okay.
Those stats were wrong. Here, Belichick has a winning record of 136-39 with Tom Brady as a starting quarterback and 51-65 without him.
Right. But that was Troy was saying. He said what's his record without Tom Brady? It's a losing record. It's 51-65.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Anybody saying it's Belichick, I'm saying it might be Tom.
But Troy,
it might be Tom.
But Troy, you know what though? To say, and honestly, for you to say Tom Brady is the only reason why Belichick have
I'm not saying he's the only reason because
it's like
I'm not saying this though. He's
all those defensive players.
He always had a defense. He always had a nasty defense.
It's always been their defense.
They always had a nasty defense, but defense win championships, but offense gets you to the plaplayoffs, right?
Yeah, but you ain't gonna do nothing with the defense.
But still, you can't win with just the defense.
Why not? Didn't the Ravens do it? And what was the Ravens quarterback name? That's the same boy over there. The Ravens defense won that Super Bowl the whole year. It was the Ravens because they showed. How about Denver? How about Denver with Peyton Manning?
But Flacco threw 3 touchdowns in that Super Bowl though.
Denver with Peyton Manning.
Huh?
Denver ain't win that Super Bowl. I mean that year. They ain't win that with Peyton Manning.
The defense did. Yeah.
The defense win that Super Bowl.
Who got the MVP?
Huh?
Who got the MVP?
I mean, you know they been gonna give it to him.
Who got the MVP? Who got the MVP?
You know they been giving it to him. You know they give it to him.
Tampa defense won the Super Bowl this year. Who got the MVP? Brady.
But listen, Yeah, Tampa. But you know what though? Tampa defense won the Super Bowl. Yeah, but
But
you
Brady was
give it
MVP.
to him. Come on now, you know that.
There has not been a defensive player win the MVP in the Super Bowl since Tutor Jones and Randy Way. Harvey Martin and Randy Way. Last time a defensive player won the MVP in the Super Bowl.
No, Larry Brown won the MVP when he played for Dallas. Didn't he win the MVP that year?
I don't think Larry won the Super Bowl.
I think he did.
Yeah, Larry Brown won the MVP.
When we were down in the
interceptions.
He won
against
the
Pittsburgh
for two interceptions. Yeah,
which he shouldn't have got.
He should have got it.
He shouldn't have got
two interceptions.
So what? Ain't like he picked the ball off when he was under coverage. He was in the zone and the man threw the ball to him. He dropped back in coverage. What are you saying? The man threw the ball to him.
Troy, the second one.
Go back and look at it. Go back and look at it. Irvin, tell him what I'm saying. Ain't like when man was sticking somebody and picked the ball off. The man, O'Donnell threw the ball straight to him and he was in zone coverage. You did nothing but fall back in the coverage and the man threw the ball to you.
But you say he did nothing.
That's nothing. You wasn't in coverage. You wasn't on a man-to-man coverage. You ain't shut nobody down. The man was under pressure and threw the ball away and he threw it to you.
Okay.
Ain't like you had 9 tackles. You had 2 inadvertently interceptions. With the man, you wasn't in coverage. When you picked the ball up, neither time was you in coverage.
No, he dropped one. He could have had 3, Troy. He played a hell of a game that day.
He dropped back in coverage.
But who should have won the MVP that game then, Troy?
Shit, I don't remember that Super Bowl. I don't even know who our quarterback was. That was with
Troy Aikman. Aikman was our quarterback.
Aikman and Emmett. How much yards Emmett had?
I don't know.
But they shut Emmett down that day. He had 1 touchdown.
I can't remember.
Bam Morris was killing us, but then they stopped it. But then they stopped running Bam Morris, and I was very glad about that. But he was killing us.
But I looked at Larry Brown his last interception. The man was on the coverage, was on the pass rush and threw the ball straight to him. Everybody saying shit, the Super Bowl was fixed. Remember that everybody would come back and say, "Oh, that's fake." The Cowboys won, that game was fixed. The man threw two interceptions, the man wide open. He threw it right to him. I said, I'll take it. I don't care how we got it. I'm gonna take it. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'll take it.
Well, hey man, let's look at this. In the quarterback room, the Dallas Cowboys got Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, and then today they signed Will Grier. I didn't even know who he was. I had to Google him. What do y'all think about Cooper Rush backing up Dak Prescott? And what do you think about Will Grier being added to the Cowboys?
Garbage. I look at it this way. If I got to pay this year Dak Prescott $70 million, I'm gonna sign a Cooper Rush for $600,000 and Will Grier for $300,000. I can't pay nobody else, man. He can't pay nobody. I didn't believe it. They said that Dak signed $40 million. I thought it was $40 million a year. They said no. Actually, Dak makes $73 million his first year. This year alone, he makes $73 million. Top loaded. The contract is top loaded. This 1 year, he makes $73 million.
You don't think
you get paid for it? He get paid for 5 months. So you talk about every Tuesday he gets like what, $13 million every Tuesday for the next $5 million for the next every Tuesday for the next 10 weeks, 16 weeks. Wow. And you 6-11 in your last 17 games.
Well, how was it when he wasn't playing for us, when he was out?
Garbage.
You want to go back to that? Could you imagine seeing him in a Philadelphia Eagle uniform?
You don't know what you're gonna get in the field. What you had at Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was better than Dak at one time. Wasn't it? Carson Wentz looked better than Dak at one time.
Maybe through the TV you was watching, but never through anything I watched.
At one time, Carson Wentz was the MVP until he got
I don't
hurt.
know what kind of glasses you had on.
God, here we go.
Help me
out, B-Spot. Carson Wentz was the MVP at one time.
Never looked better than Dak Prescott to me.
Irvin, are you gonna be honest with this? Carson Wentz wasn't looking better than Dak at one time.
He was having an MVP season, but Dak was playing well also. And if you go look at the numbers, Dak is top 4 in the last 5 years, completion percentage wise. When people say he's not, he doesn't hit receivers, yardage, touchdowns, wins, fourth quarter comebacks. The numbers don't lie.
You 6-11 your last 17.
The numbers don't lie.
6-11.
You were like Dak when he was 13-3 his rookie year. So
I wanted Romo. You're right. I wanted Romo.
6-11 is a team statistic.
No.
Dak is not the Dallas Cowboys.
Now, come on now. You know,
that's like you saying. That's like you saying. Tom Brady
you don't get
Brady.
wins and losses to the linebacker. You don't get wins and losses to the linebacker. Wins and losses go to the quarterback. Come on now. You trying to
let me ask you a question.
Narrative?
So if Dak just came on the field and lined up by himself, is he gonna win the game? Must be.
So if Michael Parsons come on and line up on the field, is he gonna win by himself? No.
I never said he would, but I said he's a great addition to the Dallas Cowboys.
You changing the narrative. Wins and losses associated with the quarterback. You know that. Don't change the narrative saying now he's by himself. He goes to the quarterback.
Why would wins and losses be associated with the quarterback?
It has always been.
If it's a whole team that's playing together.
It has always been.
Do you remember Tony Romo had all these great numbers and those guys was dropping the ball? Was that Romo dropping the ball?
Answer the question first. Answer the question first. Wins and losses is always associated with a quarterback.
That's in the book of Troy. That's biology.
But Troy, they may associate it with the quarterback because the quarterback is supposed to carry the team, but I just don't think that's so. Defense could lose the game if somebody's not playing right. It may fall on the quarterback's shoulders, but he can't carry the whole team now.
That's just how they. But they say when they say Dan Marino versus Roger Staubach, win and lose. They don't say winning Roger Staubach versus the Steelers. They said Roger Staubach versus Dan Marino, head to head. Who won? Right? Troy Aikman versus the guy from San Francisco, head to head. Who won? They don't say Cowboys. They say head to head. How many times did with the guy from the Colts against the guy from what you call it, head to head? How many times you won? They don't ask you how good was your team, how bad was your team. They say well, head to head, Drew Brees beat so and so 7 out of 9 times. They don't care about what kind of defense you had. They say I beat you 7 times.
But Troy, They wasn't playing one-on-one pickup basketball.
They never played one-on-one.
It was a whole team.
Irvin, you a football player.
It was a whole team.
So you tell me when they say Drew Brees versus
Yeah, but I've never liked that narrative because it's a team sport.
But they do that.
I never liked the fact when they say
you know whether you liked it or not, but isn't that how it's perceived? Head to head, Drew Brees versus so and so is 8-2 versus him.
But they do that in every sport, though. They do that in basketball too. LeBron James or you know what I'm saying, or Steph Curry they do it in basketball too. But it doesn't mean that the whole team is not responsible for winning or losing. But
this coming out and say you are 0-9 versus me. All right, you had 5 All-Stars on your team. I had none. I wouldn't give a rap. Blah blah. You 0-9 versus me, and that's how they looked at it. You still 0-9 versus me.
You can't lay the losses of the Dallas Cowboys and defense on Dak when Dak is doing his job, hitting his receivers. They scoring in the red zone scoring.
If that's the case,
and the defense keep giving up. If that's the case, you couldn't do it against Tony Romo. I never did. I always said I like Tony Romo,
and I still say in my heart Dak ain't even in the same comparison to Tony Romo to me.
And that's once again in the Troyverse. That's in that universe. That's way out there. That's in the Troyverse.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown as many interceptions as Romo did. You're right.
Not touchdowns. Not touchdowns.
Right.
Not touchdowns.
Don't look at the numbers, Troy. You'd be surprised.
Not
look at the numbers.
Not touchdowns.
Romo broke our heart in a lot of games, bro.
Well, look at the numbers, Troy. You'd be surprised.
Because he wasn't playing defense. Because he wasn't playing defense.
But it's a country.
Timmy said Tony Romo averaged 28 points a game, right? But he had a winning record. If I give you 28 points a game, what more you want from the quarterback? On offense quarterback, he gave you 28 points a game. What more? He played the Denver Broncos. He scored 48 points. He scored 48 points. And they said, "Oh, Tony Romo because he threw that interception in the fourth quarter." Hell, I gave you 48 points. If the defense would have stopped anybody,
if he'd have given the ball to the running back, we would have won the game.
48 points.
We threw an interception right in the linebacker's hand. Denver got the ball back, kick a field goal.
He threw one interception.
48.
How about the five touchdowns he threw, Irvin?
That's
How about the 5 touchdowns he threw?
Well, how about the 5 interceptions he threw?
How about the 5 touchdowns he threw? Right?
How about the 5 interceptions he threw?
He didn't throw 5 touchdowns. He threw 2 or 3. Only one led to a touchdown.
At the end of the day, it's L or W. It's W or L.
At the end of the day, Tony Romo is still the all-time lead in everything for the Cowboys. Percentage, touchdown, yardage, and everything else. But because he didn't get those Super Bowls, he gets no credit. But yet he still is the all-time everything. Yardage, percentage, touchdowns, everything for the Cowboys. But because he couldn't get a Super Bowl, we say he didn't do enough.
But his jersey hanging up.
His stats double, triple Starbacks.
His locker clean. His locker clean. His jersey hanging up. He's a sports analyst. He done.
And you see what he doing that?
Quarterback.
He called the plays before the plays. I said, listen, if we had that now, that need to be our head coach.
Oh, he's great. I agree with you.
Tony Romo need to be our head coach.
I agree with you.
He's the offensive coordinator.
I agree that he has.
If he is Dak, yeah, say Dak, they about to do the blitz, so and so and so and so and so.
He was the first year. The first year he was. You remember that first year he was. That would have been a great head coach.
Offensive coordinator.
Great head coach. That guy's he knows offenses now. Definitely.
And defense. He reading defense before they soon come to the line.
He does.
Reading defense.
He does. And
Dak
so
will get there. Dak will get there. I believe Dak will get there too.
Cornell, to your original question, I think if Dak gets injured or something happens to him early on in the season, I don't think we can win with Cooper Rush, not even the division at all.
I don't either.
Not a game.
You're right. I don't at all. It will be over for us.
Not a game.
Yeah.
And I know nothing about Will Grier, nothing. So I don't know.
Why not sign Cam? Cam ain't asking for $2 million a year. Why not sign Cam? Cooper Rush making $4 million, $6 million, $4 million a year. Why not sign Cam to 2.5 and give him incentives? Cam with the offense that we got and his ability to run every once in a while. How dynamic is that? With his experience, he was a league MVP. He has an arm strength. I mean, he bring that other stuff to the other stuff to the outside stuff. But if all he got to do is manage.
Yeah, but that's it. Jerry's not going for the outside stuff. We know that. Yeah, he would be a great
Why
addition.
not? Why not?
Jerry's not going for that.
Jerry did before. How many times Jerry put up with Michael Irvin, cocaine, and prostitutes? Come on. What Jerry said at this point, I'll do anything. Anything to get back to the Super Bowl. Sell your soul to the devil again.
Bam Mab said if that goes down, one, he said we're toast. And then Bam Mab said he said that Cam is too toxic.
With the outside stuff, right?
Yeah, he said Cam is too toxic. That's what
sell your soul to the devil. You gotta sell your soul to the devil. Get what you want. Sell your soul to the devil. I still believe Michael Jordan sold his soul to the devil. Sell your soul to the devil. For a championship.
What Troy you create? Hey, so at running back, Ezekiel Elliott, has trimmed down. He looks like he's in good shape, in better shape he's ever been in before. And Pollard has been really running that ball. They've both been pounding. So I think we're good in the running back department. I didn't even say anything. I didn't even put anything up about the wide receivers because I'm happy with the wide receivers we got. Now that last dude, Simi Fehoko, I know they're trying to develop him, but I think they let go some people, man. I hope they put him back on the practice squad. I did see some guys out there, man. I know that other guy, Noah, he's hurt.
Noah Brown?
Yeah, Noah Brown is hurt.
He's in the COVID. He's in the COVID.
He's in the COVID
right
thing?
now. Yeah,
okay. He's in the COVID thing.
So Cornell, before you move on, I just want to read this right quick.
Okay.
Tony Romo, and I'm doing a 5-year comparison. All right. His first year fully playing, he had 2,903 yards passing, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. 2007, 42, 11, 36, and 18. 2008, 34, 48, 26, and 14. 2009, 44, 83, 26, and 9. And in 2010, his 5th year, he had 1605, 11 and 7. Remember, he got hurt.
Right.
Dak Prescott, rookie season, 2016, 36-67, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. 2017, 33-24, 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. 2018, 38-85, 22 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. 2019, 4,902 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And in 2020, his 5th year, 1856, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
That's flawed. It's all flawed. No, I said that's a bunch of bullshit, Irvin, when you said that. Because when Dak came to the Dallas Cowboys, you already had Zeke Elliott. You had all the tools around him that was built for Tony Romo to take the Super Bowl. Now you name the starting wide receivers and running back that Romo had when he was his first year. You had the leading rusher for Dak. Who was the running back when Tony Romo was
Did Marion Barber rush for 12
Marion Barber was not the running back when Romo took over.
Who was the running back, Troy?
Who was the running back?
Who was the running back?
We always had a good running back now.
He always had a good
That's a lie.
We always had a good line. And we always have a good line.
That's a lie. Marion Barber.
Oh, man.
Marion Barber is the only running back that Tony Romo. No, not Marion Barber. And what's the other guy named number 29? No. It was the Jones guy was when he first came here. Something Jones from
Felix
Texas
Jones?
A&M.
Felix
Jones. When he first came in, his running back was Felix Jones. And who the hell is Felix Jones? Felix Jones didn't get no 1,000 yards. He had Marion Barber got 1,000 yards that 1 year, and the guy number 29 that was DeMarco Murray. That's the only 2 running backs.
Murray was a beast.
Listen to me, little boy. That's the only 2 running backs he had that rushed over 1,000 yards. In Tony Romo's career, he never had any running back that rushed over 1,000 yards but those 2.
Bro.
Right?
So in that case, then his stats should be better.
When Dak came in there, he had the leading rusher in the NFL.
No, he did not.
So
Zeke was the leading rusher that year.
Didn't Zeke and Dak come the same year?
And was not Zeke the leading rusher of the NFL?
But Zeke wasn't in the league yet, Troy. You can't.
Was he not the leading rusher? Was he not the leading rusher of the NFL?
That season he was, but he wasn't in the league yet.
So you got the leading rusher. So as a quarterback, they got a game plan to stop the running back.
He had the leading rusher in the league, and he still threw for 3,667 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions.
Now compare that stats to Romo's stats when he had DeMarco Murray when we went to the NFC Championship.
But I only did the first 5 years. DeMarco Murray was in Tony Romo's 10th season, I think. 10th or 11th year.
Look at Romo's stats when he had the leading rusher too. Comparable.
Wait a minute. Every time you try to switch it, you're trying to switch it every 5 minutes. Irvin just read you the stats. And straight up.
Troy said the quarterback is carries the team.
Yeah. And Romo carried the teams with nothing. With no running back. No. Romo was the only person. Romo and the wide receiver was the only player on that team at one time that made it to the Pro Bowl until later in his career. Who Romo had when he first came there when Bledsoe went down? Who we had when Bledsoe went down?
We always had a good wide receiver.
When Bledsoe went down,
had a good offensive line. We always had weapons.
No, we didn't.
Troy, stop. Because Romo, let me tell you, Romo used to have 12-minute, 13-minute drives. I remember one time Romo drove the ball so long that he almost took up the whole first quarter. He used to have all the time in the world back there. He had weapons. Bro,
how many offensive?
We always had weapons, and we always had hogs on the defensive line.
Okay, if that's the case, tell me his Pro Bowl offensive lineman.
I have to Google it.
No, you said he always had it, so it should be easy. Who was he?
Troy, I have to Google it. I
rest my case.
You want to rest your case? You going
in the beginning of his career, he had nothing.
I don't understand. Why? Because you got a problem with Dak Prescott that we're debating Romo if he's better than Dak. That's nuts.
That came into a ready-made situation.
Man,
A
what you
ready-made
talking about?
situation.
Dak was a rookie, just like Ezekiel was a rookie.
A ready-made situation.
And they ball out.
Zeke was.
Let me tell you.
Zeke was the number 3 pick.
Let me tell you.
Zeke was the number 3 pick.
Let me tell you.
Listen to me.
And I'll tell you like this any day of the week. And you might not like this.
Calm down for a second.
If I have to make a call and I had an opportunity of who to choose, and there was Dak and there was Romo, I'm choosing Dak every day, bro. Every day, I'm taking Dak over Romo. Every day.
That speaks a lot.
Every day.
So Troy, Darren McFadden played with Tony Romo, and he had 1,000 yards rushing in 2015. I'm trying to see who all the tailbacks were. I'm trying to see who all the tailbacks were that played for Romo. I found him.
McFadden. And what you would say was what? Garbage, right? You admit that he was straight up garbage, right?
He had a real good year. He had a real good NFL career with Oakland. He came to us from Oakland.
With Oakland,
his first year from Oakland, he had over 1,000 yards rushing.
But with Dallas, he was kind of like garbage with Dallas.
He got hurt. He got hurt the second year he played for Dallas, and he retired.
Kind of garbage. Okay, Felix Jones, McFadden.
Felix was never a starter.
Julio Jones.
Julius
Jones, garbage.
Hold on. Julius Jones, Joseph Randle. I'm just looking at their stats.
Randle wasn't garbage. Jones wasn't.
Randle had 1,000 yards.
Those guys.
Randle was garbage.
No, Randle wasn't good. Randle was terrible.
The guy for Georgia Tech, the backup running back, garbage. We had him until we got the dude from number 29. He was a beast. And Barber was a beast. Other than that, 21 had no running backs.
In 2006, Julius Jones had 1,084 yards rushing. He had 993 yards rushing one year. But that was that was 05. Romo didn't start in 05.
Yeah, that's 50 yards a game. It's garbage, man. Garbage.
Still doesn't defeat the purpose, Troy. Their stats are comparable.
Not comparable. When you have no option but the quarterback, you have no running game.
In that case, then if they didn't have a running back, in that case, then Tony Romo's stats should be almost double than what he got right now. Because that would have meant they would have to lean on him every game.
They did, and probably why he the all-time leading passer in Cowboy history.
Well, that's not going to be the case by the time Dak retired.
Yeah, if he don't get hurt. If he don't get knocked out, if he don't get hurt, he possibly can. But right now, all-time leading everything is Tony Romo with no Super Bowls. No playoff victories.
A team supposed to evolve. A team is supposed
to have a team around them.
They're supposed to. Okay. Troy, when we played against the Giants, and the Giants went on the road and beat everybody for the Super Bowl that year, and went and they beat everybody on the road. We had a good team that year.
We were 13-3. We had the best record in the league.
What are you talking about?
We had the best record in the league.
And we had Terrell Owens.
Why did we lose the game? Patrick Creighton dropped the 3rd down and 4 pass that gave the Giants the ball back, and they went down and scored it. And Tony Romo threw an interception in the end zone at the end of the game. And you can't blame that on him because we didn't have a choice but to throw it. But still, we lost.
Okay, but okay, and you proved my point. Creighton dropped the ball.
Let's get through this thing, man. This 53-man roster. Let's get through this 53-man roster. That's what the show is about. And anybody have anything to say about the wide receivers, the running backs, tight ends?
No, we good there.
We good there. Offensive line.
The only I wish Terrence Steele was gone.
Terrence Steele, I got his name highlighted, bro.
Number 78.
I don't know why
he played left. He played right tackle last year when Collins was hurt. I call him the open door policy.
He is the open door policy.
Conor McGovern ain't shit neither.
But he ain't as bad as Terrence Steele. Now they got Terrence Steele at left tackle.
Oh my God!
So if Tyron Smith get hurt, we really gonna be in trouble.
Conor is garbage. Tried him at center at garbage. Conor is garbage.
But that day they played him at center. That was the first time he had ever played center, and they put him in a preseason game to see what he could do. And he couldn't even do a shotgun snap. But when he played against the Rams at guard, he didn't back down from old boy.
No, he didn't get back down, but he got thrown on his goddamn back. He got mauled.
McGovern played better. McGovern's playing better. But Steele gets beat every down.
Go to his defensive line. What's the guy that got hurt? Neville Gallimore.
We already talked about them.
Gallimore was the one that got hurt, right?
No, that was
Yeah, Gallimore got hurt. It was Gallimore.
Is it Gallimore? No, Gallimore was playing well.
Yeah, that's the big 300-pound middle guy that we needed that got hurt. Yeah,
Gallimore. Well, and he's supposed to come back sometime. Now,
but he got to be out the first 6 games because he's on the PUP list.
Yeah. Now Armstrong and Terrell Basham, they were both having good camps, man.
Yeah, but they outside guys though. We need some guys in the middle.
We do need we need a run stopper, man.
We wasted a pick on that kid from Central Florida. He can't stay off the injured list.
Man. Tristan Hill, he hurt again. Yeah, he's hurt again. Man.
He out for the season.
For real?
Yeah. When they put him on that, when you get put on that injured list, that whatever that list is, you done. He's done for the season.
The second time he's been out for the season.
Yeah, back-to-back years.
No, bro. It's time to move. It's time to get out that get up the Tristan Hill business. It is because we need a run stopper. You got to have a run stopper. You got to have a plug in the middle. You got to have a plug. I like this guy's story, Azor Kamara, that he made the team. I think he was talking about he came from, well, he's from out of the country, obviously, but they were saying a story, they were giving a story on Hard Knocks, came over here, got his mom over here and everything, and I'm glad he made the Cowboys, and he shows promise, man. He's hungry, man. I think he's gonna be the a beast. But that Quentin Bohanna, Bohanna's an animal, man.
Not ready. Neither one of them are ready.
He's ready.
Neither one of them ready.
They're ready, man. They're ready.
No, man. Neither one of them
ready. We're gonna see, but we're gonna see.
You see how them boys getting gashed up the middle, man. We have nobody in the middle. They getting gashed up the middle, and that's what make our linebackers look so suspect. Because if you get a defensive lineman pushed back into your chest, you can't hit the gaps.
Is that right, Quentin Bohanna, 357 pounds?
Yeah, 357. You got to remember now, we've been evaluating talent, and I'm telling you, I have never seen them say this is the first team defense. And the one night, and I'm gonna tell you, when I really saw them out there really doing damage is when them boys was playing, when they were practicing against the Rams. When they're practicing against the Rams, they've been letting loose on the Rams, bro. They were letting loose in practice, but
let me say this.
In preseason,
we have, and when our first string defense, we have yet to get a 3-and-out.
An opportunity with Pittsburgh.
No 3-and-out. Our first string defense, no 3-and-out. That to me, that says a lot.
Our first team defense, they played in 3 games. They only gave up 3 points to Pittsburgh. They gave up 7 points to, because they didn't play at all the last game. Who did they play in that third game?
The third game,
preseason.
Pittsburgh, Texans.
The Texans, Pittsburgh, and they played well.
The last game.
And somebody else we missing. That's only 3.
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals. They didn't give up they barely gave them any points for the little bit of time they played in the game.
Yeah. But I'm talking about 3-and-out. Just came in. Our first string defense, just dominated. I mean, they moved the ball, and we started once we got in the red zone, but they moved the ball. I don't like the fact that they moved the ball on us as easily as they did. They couldn't score. So Pittsburgh got inside the red zone, but 2 or 3 times and missed field goals, but they moved the ball on us. And I come back and say our offense, I wasn't our first string offense. We moved the ball on Pittsburgh first string defense. Easy. But when it came back at defense, they moved the ball on us. I don't like the fact that they can move the ball as easy as they did. Our first string defense, supposedly versus Jacksonville, he marched straight down the field and scored.
They didn't play against Jacksonville. We had no defensive starters play against Jacksonville.
I don't know who we had in with Jacksonville. I was totally disgusted, but that's how easy.
All these guys on the practice squad.
Yeah, man, that wasn't them play. We didn't have no starters against Jacksonville. Jacksonville moved that ball effortlessly against them. That was not them.
But
Yeah, that was not them.
At no point did I see you start. I mean, I wanted to see our first string do something. So okay, yeah, we got a little whip. We got a little whip.
What was number 33's name that was on the field Sunday? First of all, I thought that was a slap in the face of Tony Dorsett to have that guy with his jersey on. But what was that kid's name that played Sunday?
But you know the Cowboys don't retire numbers.
That's Toast. I call him Toast.
He got cut, didn't he?
I want to make sure he's not on the practice. I'm looking at the practice squad list.
But you know,
hey, I wasn't impressed with Kelvin Joseph neither.
Hey, on the practice squad, they got Ben DiNucci.
Oh God.
Osiris Mitchell at wide receiver. I'm glad they kept him. Jaquan Hardy at running back. Tyler Coyle at safety. Don't know him. Fullback Nick Ralston. Defensive end Austin Fiola. Offensive lineman Isaac Alarcon. Center Braylon Jones. Wide receiver Brandon Smith. They put Darian Thompson safety on the practice squad. Cornerback Deontay Burton. Tight end Jeremy Sprinkle. Defensive tackle Justin Hamilton and cornerback Kyron Brown.
Alarcon should have Steele's position, bro. He should have Steele position. Alarcon's a big dude. Alarcon need to have Steele position. Alarcon had a good camp.
But somebody gonna get cut because they're saying the Cowboys getting ready to sign veteran running back Corey Clement.
When was that today?
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
They go sign Clement.
They might sign Clement.
Where Clement come from?
You know, he used to play with the Giants.
We need to get a run stopper. We need to get somebody in that middle, man.
Giants made a trade.
So let me give y'all this list and tell me if y'all think we should have picked one of these guys instead of Will Grier. These are the veteran release quarterbacks. You had David Webb, Garrett Gilbert. Well, he got cut. Jeff Driscoll, Brett Hundley, I think is better than Will Grier. Brian Hoyer, Cam Newton, Trevor Seaman. You know, we all know about him that played with Denver. Josh Johnson, Nate Sutfield, and this guy Ryan Griffin from Tampa. Those were the choices.
Oh boy.
I'll take Cam.
Those aren't choices.
But Cam, I don't think Cam want to be a backup, dude.
He
if he's getting paid the same amount, why would it matter?
Huh?
If he's gonna get paid the same amount, why would it matter? He needs to just take the check.
Ego is a grown man's downfall.
I think he can mentor Dak a little bit on some things too.
But I don't think that Cam is not grasping the fact that he's not in place to be a starting quarterback. If somebody's starting quarterback go down, yeah, they'll probably call Cam. You know, they may call Cam, but bottom line, he got to accept his new role. Man. He got to.
I don't see why you have a problem with it. You let the New England Patriots sign you to $2 million a year. There's no. I'd have been like, I can't feed my family on that. And I done in my first prior years, I was making 17, 18, $22 million a year. You gonna sign me for $2 million a year for incentive? I think I would say I'll go ahead and sit out, man.
And
he
so
he got more investments than that.
But he was hurt though. Wasn't he hurt for a long time?
He said his shoulder was hurt when he was in
He was with Carolina.
You know what's scary? You know what's really scary? If the Redskins sign him. If the Redskins sign him, and that boy don't work out for him, we in trouble.
Yeah, I don't want the Redskins to have him.
If the Redskins sign him, we in trouble. If the Redskins sign him, we in trouble.
There's only two places he can really go right now: Washington or Houston.
Yeah.
Or Miami.
Yeah.
Why not Dallas?
Houston trying to. They're not.
I'm talking about as a starter.
Oh.
Yeah. He about to get the captain tag on him.
Nah, that's a different tag. and I'd bring him back. I'd have brought him back before I brought Will Grier, but we know Jerry Jones would have never done that.
Oh, absolutely, Kaepernick. Oh, absolutely.
20 years ago, he would have brought him. He'd have brought him to Dallas. he didn't want to cover the Super Bowl. He done got a commercial now. But when he first came in the league, he was a renegade. Jerry Jones didn't care about nobody feelings of what you say, how he did it. I just want to win a Super Bowl. I don't like nobody. If he fired Tom Landry, he came in the league saying, fuck all y'all.
No, that's true.
I'm doing it my way. But now he done got a commercial. He done got a gold jacket. Now he want to do everything politically right.
So the linebackers, Leighton Vander Esch, Keanu Neal, Michael Parsons, Jalen Smith, Jabril Cox, Luke Gifford, Francis Bernard. We had a conversation about this today. I said Leighton Vander Esch, who they didn't give him the extension. So this is like his year to break out. And Jalen Smith, I said they on the hot seat.
Jalen Smith, Neal, and Michael Parsons. You know the sad thing about that, when I look at all them linebackers, we really don't have nobody on that linebacker squad that really bring it.
What are you talking about?
No,
What are you talking about?
Did I talk when I say that bring it to the part that put fear into that quarterback heart? Say if he hit me, I'm out. We got good tacklers, speed, but we ain't got nobody that's saying, "Oh my God."
Did you watch number 11 in the preseason?
He quick. Preseason?
He quick. He's speed, but I don't see him putting no hammer on him. He hit nobody like him. That boy from what the boy name is? He played for Chicago. That's in where he at now. Like I'm talking about somebody that put fear in your heart, like the guy from the Denver Broncos. That put fear in your heart, like what's the boy name for these played for Chicago? You know what I'm talking about? They call his name earlier. No, not saying he playing now.
Oh, he playing now.
For the he was with the Bears. They traded him to No, he was with Oakland. They traded him to the Bears.
Oh, you talking about Khalil Mack?
Khalil Mack. We ain't got nobody on that team that put fear in your heart like that, man.
Well, I mean, Khalil Mack is
Khalil Mack. What's the guy for the guy for the Denver Broncos? I'm talking about saying this dude. If
you talking about those exceptional players, but like we're gonna be physical this year.
DeMarcus Lawrence put fear in y'all, but DeMarcus Lawrence put fear. Randy Gregory put a little fear. Our linebackers don't come across.
Man, Gregory is a beast, bro. Do not sleep on Gregory, bro. I'm gonna tell you, don't sleep on Gregory because they're gonna be double teaming DeMarcus Lawrence, and Gregory gonna get one-on-ones this year, and Gregory gonna hurt them.
I'm telling you, man. I'm
telling you,
Troy.
Gregory gonna hurt them, bro.
And I hate that we got an owner and his son that talk too damn much. Excuse my friend. But he said it when you got Gregory on one side and we're gonna have Parsons on the other side and we're gonna have number 90 on the other side. He said Randy Gregory is gonna have a breakout season. We can't block him in camp. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, he's gonna be the breakout player of the year for the Cowboys. I'm telling you right now.
And that Neal,
remember now, he played well last year, and he even said it. They wouldn't let me loose last year. He said it himself.
Only if we in a passing situation.
Okay.
But if they running the ball down our throat, I don't care how fast you on that edge. If he coming right down the middle, 7 yards, 4 yards, 8 yards, 9 yards, I don't care how quick you is. It means absolutely nothing.
But you know what, Troy?
Nothing.
Troy, you know what the expectations of the Cowboys is this year is to win and win now. They ain't looking at no 4-year projection. They ain't looking at no 5-year projection.
They should have plugged that hole in that middle.
McCarthy is on the hot seat.
You should have plugged that hole in the middle.
McCarthy on the hot seat,
I still look at that Ram game in tears. Say, oh my God, we can't stop nobody.
Yeah, but you know,
that boy getting 7, 8, 12 yards. I said, we got the lead in Russia. And then the boys, both they running back got over 100 yards. I said, we can't stop nobody.
But you got to remember something now. But you got to stop and remember something. That wasn't just one game. That wasn't one game hit it, quit it, bro. That was every game.
That was all season. How many times last year when it came down to the last possession, if we could have got a 3 and out, we could have came back and won.
But Troy,
how many times? 4 or 5 games, and we could get a 3 and out, and we can get them off the field and get the ball back on offense, we can win.
If we stop Seattle on 4th down, we win the game against Seattle.
Absolutely. Troy,
hey,
they wanted to fire Nolan before the season was over.
The Patriots are signing Garrett Gilbert.
Oh God, because he's good.
Because he's better than Cooper Rush.
He better Cooper Rush. Yeah, he better Cooper Rush. He doesn't have a good camp. He didn't have a good camp because they were trying to feature DiNucci. They should have put Gilbert on the practice squad. They really should have, man. I don't know why they got DiNucci hanging around with his sidearm throwing. My God. And Jabril Cox really had a good camp too, man. Jabril Cox was making a lot of plays. Michael Wickfall says Cornell Tony Johnson. Call my whole government name again, Mike. All disrespectful Troy. We said Troy disrespectful. Mike, don't talk about Troy. Troy said that. What the other problem right there, those is man's playing on Dallas Cowboys team, not robots. See this talking tonight is about defensive linemen needs to really step up and work as teammates and cover the quarterbacks so quarterbacks can throw the football to whoever is open. Wide receivers also, they have to catch the ball and make the right plays down the field. All right. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Go ahead and next time you need to put that up.
Shut up, man. Try don't mess with me. Don't start. Don't
do your injustice.
Hey, so Ms. B, next Thursday, you watching the game at home?
I am watching the game, and my prediction is that we gonna lose to Tampa Bay.
No.
Listen. I love I love them boys, but
I know you love them boys.
I'm not going to be unrealistic. We can't win every game.
No, you're right.
I think I'd have to see how Dak plays in the first quarter, really.
So what's your score prediction?
I don't have one.
Okay. Troy, what you think will happen next Thursday?
But we're gonna lose.
I can't really say, man, because he hasn't allowed me to see our defense, man. I don't know what we got on defense. I don't know what we have, man. I mean, I know if you can put pressure on Tom Brady will turn that ball over, man. I know that, but I don't know if we can put pressure on him. I mean, I think our offense can score, even though they got an elite defense. I still think we can get 24 points on them. So I mean, I don't know what we got on defense, man. If you can put pressure on Brady would turn that ball over.
Because he did against Green Bay and he did against Kansas.
Yeah, but I don't know if we got a defense to do that. But being as the first game of the season and the media and everything, Brady gonna show his ass on us a little bit. Because the media want that, They the Dak comeback. They gonna want Brady to have
outbreak
and show something, because I think to a certain extent, like I think the NFL is fixing to a certain extent.
So Cornell, all of us are going to be in different areas. Is there a way you can streamline with let us all be on watching the game and talking about the game, or that's kind of against the NFL laws and regulations?
I can't stream the game and have a show. We can watch it, but we couldn't play it.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't stream it. And
can we do a Zoom where everybody's watching the game and we just talking about the game?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. I mean, I can even bring it on this platform and we can watch it here. We just can't
do the same thing. We just had a game
broadcast it. We can't broadcast it.
Yeah, we can broadcast it. We got a game. We can watch a game while we watch it, like we're doing right now.
I'll be laid up. I'll be laid up with my new knee, but I'm gonna have the game on. I just hope I don't bust my stitches while I'm watching.
No, man. I'm gonna tell you,
calm myself down.
You know, I always go against the grain, man. I always go against the grain. So I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and paint the scene for you right now. What America is waiting for and expecting, Larry Gibbs and all of them, they're talking about Tom Brady and they're talking about the Super Bowl champions. I give them respect where respect is due. But I have to tell you, it's going to be a horror movie down there in Tampa Bay. It's going to be a horror movie.
Cornell,
it's going to be a horror movie.
I love you like a brother.
35-21. 35-21. 35-21.
As Troy told you earlier,
we're gonna be on him.
You the fan that Stephen Smith talked about. because Cornell, I'm gonna keep it real. I I don't think we'll win next week. I think we lose 27-24, 27-20, something like that. But realistically, when I look at this team, we can easily be 0-2 after the first two games because that second game in San Diego is not going to be an easy game for us to win. And I love my Cowboys, but I'm a realist, dude. Like Troy said, we had not seen anything from the defense, and Zach hadn't played the whole preseason. But neither has my man in Green Bay, neither has the kid from San Diego. So I get it, but
Dak is coming.
We had the worst defense in the league last year, bro. And all these kids are gonna be young. And next week they got to go against Antonio Brown, whatever his name is, the tight end. They got two tight ends because O.J. Howard back. They got Evans out there on the other side, number 14, and then they still got that running back coming out that back, two of them. So we got our hands full, bro. I'm just keeping it real. If we keep it close early, we'll be okay. But if we get down 14-0, it might be a show. And that Friday, everybody, because I guarantee you next Thursday, if they don't draw 20 million watching that first NFL game, I'd be shocked.
We gonna beat them, man.
If we had a Jimmy Johnson telling me we got a lick, I feel good about it. But we ain't got no Jimmy Johnson saying we got a lick.
Dan Quinn, that stage, I could see if the stage was too big for it might be big for some people, but that stage is not too big for Dan Quinn. And like for Dan Quinn, this is like his testing ground, his proving ground. I believe his defense is going to be flying around the ball. And I believe that we have the skill people at the skill positions. And the whole thing about it is, if you're going to beat the champion, you got to hit them in the mouth. I believe we're going to hit them in the mouth. I believe we're going to hit them in the mouth. I believe we're going to hit them in the mouth, Troy. I believe we're going to hit them in the mouth, Burnett.
It's not Dan Quinn that I'm questioning for next week. It's Mike McCarthy.
well, the thing is, and the thing about Mike McCarthy is what I'm saying is that I feel like we were on autopilot a lot last year because everything really Mike McCarthy didn't have to do nothing with the offense because Dak came out there and the offense kind of run itself, basically. It's the offensive coordinator. He was doing the job and the offense run itself. But the defense, we were really lacking. And like Troy said, there were huge holes in the middle. The key to the game, the key to beating Tampa Bay is
put pressure on Tom Brady.
Pressure on Tom. When we played Tom in New England, we always put pressure on him. I think
everybody knows when Tom gets hit. When Tom gets hit, he's off his game. We all know that. But can we do that?
We can do it.
Let me say that. I stated this last week, and I'm gonna state this again. It comes from the culture. I don't think unless they change the culture with Dan Quinn or somebody change, we don't got the right pedigree as an organization, as a team, man, to have that fight. When that guy last year when the Giants hit the late hit and knocked out our quarterback, and nobody went to help him up, we didn't retaliate. We didn't hit them back. We didn't fight back. They let them. We don't have. At that point, show me. Cowboys have no fight in them. You can hit my quarterback, my starting quarterback. He wasn't that. He wasn't. But you hit our starting quarterback on a late hit and knocked him out, made him shit his pants, and nobody in your organization came from the bench and helped this guy up. Nobody went to fight the guy or hit the guy or shove the guy that came with the late hit. When you allow that to happen to your starting quarterback, you show me you have no fight. Maybe this year is a different persona for the organization, for the team. But last year at that time, I lost all respect for my team. Say, we a bunch of punks. You hit our quarterback like that and we do nothing. A late hit, got a flag, and we didn't come off the bench. Nobody came off the bench. Nobody was wanting to fight. Nobody went to the guy that hit the lady and shoved him and did nothing. Because we have no fight. First of all, if I was the quarterback for the Cowboys, I'd lost all respect for my teammates then. This guy hit me a late hit and knocked me out the game, and y'all did nothing. So, I mean, if you ain't got the heart of a champion, you can't be a champion. So hopefully this year we got the heart of a champion. But last year we had no heart of a champion. And that Giants came to me, we said we a soft team. As an organization, we completely soft.
I think
maybe this year, hopefully we come back with some fight. If you do something else, everybody go to the bench. We got everybody back. We wasn't a fight. We scrubbed. But last year we had no fight, man.
This
that hurt me to the heart when that happened last year.
This team this year and that team last year, they two different teams, man.
We have yet to see.
Teams.
You cannot say that for preseason.
They got two different philosophies. The defense got a different philosophy. We had no philosophy last year. Last year, philosophy was come on in the house, come on in the door. The door is open. Run in.
So we shall see.
Michael Bryant says, I'm a big Cowboys fan, but Dallas will have to grow up real fast on Thursday. And so it is 4-1, but I'm still holding my position. I'm still saying we go shock the world. And it's time. It's time for a good world shocking. You know, it's time for that. It's time for that. It's time for that because honestly, and I go by something I remember from a long time ago. The pressure's not on Dallas to win. The pressure's on Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay, they're the world champions. So the pressure's on them. So we going to this game.
It's a lot of pressure on that.
Pressure ain't on us.
It's a lot of pressure on that.
Yeah, the pressure is on Dak because everybody wants to see how he's going to come starting out off his injury.
A lot of pressure on Dak.
Dak is a big game player. If they give him protection, Dak will cut their throat. I guarantee you.
Not only are you coming back from injury, you making $73 million a year, buddy. Like Deion said, when we pay you, I expect you to show up.
And let's not forget too, he lost his brother. He lost his brother last season too.
Yeah, he under a lot of pressure. But I'm saying you expect to show up. Right now, Deion said if when they pay you, you show up. And if he show up, then he worth every dime, every penny. But you know, I was saying, y'all, man, that's in line with everybody else. He getting $40 million a year like everybody else. But it's a no. His first year, that gets $73 million this year. 73. So what?
I'm glad.
You glad?
He deserved it.
Do you? He deserve it.
He deserved it.
No, he don't.
He deserved it. He didn't just walk in the door at Dallas.
No, he don't.
And say, hey.
No, he don't.
So who deserves it? Who else get that kind of money in the NFL?
Right now, nobody.
Deserve it.
Nobody gets 73 this year, but him.
Okay, but then, so why he don't deserve it? Irvin gave you his stats. Why he don't deserve it?
Why? Because you ain't win nothing.
How much Tony Romo win?
He gets 73.
Talk about Tony.
No, but Troy, that got paid what the market is paying for quarterbacks. Look what Josh just got paid. When Tony Romo got paid that money, he handicapped the Dallas Cowboys for 5 years after his contract ended.
I'm gonna give you an example.
Didn't Carson Wentz get paid?
Listen to me. Like Michael Jordan said, I was never the highest paid player in the NBA, but 1 year. I was never, because it wasn't about the money. It was about championships.
Well, he was always the highest paid player because he was selling.
Wait, listen to me. Michael Jordan was only 1 year in the NBA.
He had plenty of money. He had endorsements, man.
Endorsements.
Michael Jordan still got plenty of money.
Dak had endorsements too.
Michael Jordan always had a bunch of money. You got to go with the market value, bro.
You crazy. So I'm telling you, listen to me. If you was in a regular corporation's mindset, you ain't paying nobody $70 million, that kind of money, man. Right now, as far as I'm saying, we taking a gamble on that, and it's a good gamble because there ain't nobody else out there. You got to take that gamble on him. But right now, for what he has done, nah, you ain't worth saying. Let me finish up. But right now, to me, he ain't worth 17 million. But like the guy said, if he performs, we getting him at a steal right now. If he performs,
Troy, we could have got him 2 years ago at a steal. We decided we could have got Dak 2 years ago for $28 million. We decided to pay Zeke. We decided to pay DeMarcus Lawrence. We decided to pay Jalen Smith. We decided to play the wide receiver. We paid all of them before we paid Dak. And everybody told Jerry, if he performs, you're going to have to pay him when the time comes. And 4,900 yards passing, 3,800 yards passing, 3,300 yards passing. He earned his money. It's not his fault. You wouldn't turn it down if you was that.
Junior Duncan is in the house.
I wouldn't turn it down either.
You want to get paid. But Troy, the reason the contract is so high this year is because it helps them with their cap the next 3 years when we got to start paying other people. So it's a very friendly contract for the Cowboys. It's business. They gave him all his bonus money up front.
I'm gonna go around the panel.
So how much you think? How much you think?
I'm gonna go around
the
the
man
panel.
from the Ravens is gonna get.
I'm going around the panel. Would you pay? That's yes or no. I don't want no reasons why and blah blah blah. Yes or no, Cornell. Yes or no, B. Yes or no, everybody. 6 and 11 quarterback. You pay $70 million a year, Cornell. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Because you know what?
I don't want to know why. I don't want to know why.
You gotta have a why.
I'm coming to you, B. I'm coming to you, B.
You talk about you don't want to why.
Yes or no? We come back to your reason. We come back to your reasons why you justify your means.
He's not a 11 quarterback. Only in the minor Troy.
6 and 11 quarterback. You paid him $70 million.
Because he's not a 6 and 11. I'm paying him because he's not a 6 and 11. I'm not paying him for the last year and a quarter. I'm paying him for the last 5 years.
It's my question.
Go ahead.
Last 17 games, you 6 and 11. Will you pay him $70 million a year? B.
No.
Okay. Irvin.
Yes.
Same question. Over the last 17 games,
I'm not paying him. I'm not paying him for 6 and 11.
I ain't asked you why.
I'm not paying. If you're not asking why, then don't put the 6 and 11 in it, Troy. If you're not asking why, don't put the 6 and 11 in it. You should just ask the question. The question should have been, would you pay that? The question should have been, would you pay Dak Prescott $73 million?
Yes.
And I would pay him yes.
I would say yes, but if you ask it the way Troy asked it, you'd have to say no.
Okay.
Right?
The next question, versus 500 teams, he is what? Let's say he's 17 and 29 over teams over 500. You still say you're going to pay him $73 million. He is 17 and 29 of teams over 500 in his 4 years career. You still going to pay him $73 million?
I'm still going to pay him.
No.
Because he's a top 5 quarterback in the league. Period.
Record-wise, 17 and 29.
The numbers are proven.
Teams with win records.
Josh, what's the quarterback from Buffalo?
Rosen?
No, the quarterback from Buffalo, the Buffalo Bills, right now.
I know the boy you're talking about.
Yeah, that boy pretty good.
He got paid more money than Dak, and he only won 1 year. Josh, what's his name?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
He got his contract is higher than Dak's.
He went to the playoffs.
And what's his name gonna get paid higher than Dak? At Baltimore, he's about to get paid higher than Dak.
Next question.
By the time the young man from Arizona gets to his 4th or 5th year, he can get paid more than Dak.
Next question. This year, Dak making $73 million. The quarterback from Tampa Bay, Brady, making $26 million. Dak is making 73. The Super Bowl champion making 26.
So what's your point?
No.
Troy, you know what?
No.
You always had a problem with that. But you know what?
No, I ain't got a problem with that. Our problem is even if you pay Ben that, Ben won a Super Bowl.
But Troy, it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Win something.
It is Jerry Jones' fault they had to pay him that money. It's not his fault.
It's just like you having to pay back in the day Dan Marino all that money and Marino ain't win nothing. They got paid.
Who always gets paid in the NFL, Troy? Name the one position in the NFL that always gets paid.
Quarterback.
So why should he get paid?
He should get paid. But at this point in time, I don't think he should be the highest paid. You ain't win nothing.
We got Junior Duncan in the house. Junes, what's up, man?
What's up, fam? What's up? How y'all doing?
Good, man. Good.
I want to piggyback on that little thing. Troy was stating with Dak not shouldn't earn the money. It's not Dak's fault that we didn't have a defense. It's like you're a baseball fan, right, Troy?
Yeah.
Who's the best pitcher in the league?
Probably that one kid. I don't know. He that kid from the Astros. I don't know who got the best record. Who?
No, he ain't the best record. I said the best pitcher. I ain't saying nothing but record.
I'm favorite.
The Mets pitcher.
The Grom.
Right. He's averaging like one run a game, but his record doesn't show that. But he's the Cy Young. Right. Cy Young winner. Because he's doing what he does. But if he don't have an offense to back him up, he's shutting the players down, but they're only scoring 1 or 2 runs a game. If Dak's putting up 4 or 5 touchdowns a game, but they giving up 6 touchdowns, you can't win.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that completely. But my thing is, I feel a lot of Dak numbers is elevated because a lot of times we playing come from behind. Defense is a prevent. Dak numbers isn't elevated in the first half. He ain't passing 300 yards in the first half, 270 in the first half. And by the second time, the second half, we down 28-7. We down 28-10, and everybody in the prevent defense. You slinging the ball from the beginning to end, then yeah, you slinging the whole game. I feel a lot of his game, he passed for 400-something yards versus Atlanta Falcons in that game. But shit, we was losing the whole game.
Yeah, but then Tony Romo played good the first, second quarter, and then lose in the fourth.
Yeah,
right.
Right. In the fourth quarter.
But what? But we was always in the game. We wasn't losing. We was always in the game with Tony Romo. We wasn't like we was getting blown up. We was always in the game.
But if you lose, you ain't in the game.
Yeah, but he managed. He managed
in the fourth quarter.
We just wasn't coming from behind.
Yeah, Tony managed the game up until the point then we could win the game, and then he do some dumb stuff and throw a dumb pick. He's statistically Tony Romo's won more games in the fourth quarter than he lost in the fourth quarter. But it's always elevated from the bobble snap, from the Redskins interception, the Solar interception. But they say he's had 17 comeback wins in the fourth quarter and 6 losses in the fourth quarter. But the losses always gonna be more than the comebacks. But back to what he's saying, what has he won? Nothing.
Exactly. What has Dak won? Nothing. But Dak got time,
man.
Dak got time to change his narrative, right? He does. Tony's narrative is over. Dak has time to change his narrative. But I'm saying, I still don't think he should be. I mean, he a victim of circumstances. You can't take the money away because, like you said, Jerry Jones took a gamble and lost. So you got to pay the man. But as far as financial stability, he is not. Should not be the highest paid quarterback on ability. He should not be the highest paid quarterback in the league.
But Troy, you got to look at his record since he's been in the league. He got the most wins since he's been in the league.
No. Junior, I'm glad you said that, Junior.
What are you talking about, Troy? You saying no? That's facts.
Junior, I'm glad you said that. Junior,
he's 6-11 his last 17 games.
No, he's not, Troy. No, he's not, Troy. Junior, I just pulled it up. His rookie year, the Cowboys were 13-3.
Right.
9-7. His third year they were 10-6. His fourth year they were 8-8. Last year they were 6-10. He only played in 6 games. So how is he 6-11 his last 17 games, Troy?
Right.
That's what Google said. I don't know. I didn't know that. Google said he's 6-11.
Google the best record since he's been in the league. Google that. From all your Aaron Rodgers and this, that, and the third.
Wait, no, the best record for what?
Since he's been in the league.
That record is last 4 years in the league?
Zach is 46-34 as a start the Cowboys are 46-34 with Dak at quarterback. We can't count all of last year because he was 2-4 last year when he left the season. The year before they were 8-8.
So with the Cowboys, Dak record is what, 46 and what?
46 and 34 overall. But remember, last year he missed the last 10 games.
So those games were but I saw what him. I'm talking about games that he actually played in. What is his record?
Games that he actually played in?
Yeah.
Hold on. 22, 32, 40, 42. 42 and 28.
42 and 28.
Troy, he's a beast, man.
Troy just don't want to give him his just due, man. I mean,
give him his just due. Zach is
No. That can impress me. The first 2 years, I was saying you playing on somebody else's team. The last 2 years, I'm pleased with him. But I still, me personally, I don't think nobody. I think the highest paid athlete should be the one like Michael Jordan, the one's winning everything should be the one to get paid all the money. If you ain't did nothing, why you getting paid? A lot of times you got to pay a person to keep them in that market because you don't want somebody else to get them. But I'm saying if you want a Super Bowl, I'm saying like what I said. Tom Brady getting $26 million a year. That's 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
that getting $17 million ain't win no Super Bowl.
But Troy. Tom Brady got a pay cut to restructure his contract to keep people.
Yeah.
You know, and then his wife rich. So I mean, he ain't worrying about no money. He trying
to paid $660,000 last year as an NFL starting quarterback with the most wins in the league in 4 years.
Troy, you got to do your research. You can't come up.
What does that say? The highest paid quarterback has never won a Super Bowl. Never.
What happened now?
Highest paid quarterback has never won a Super Bowl.
What you gonna say? We win the Super Bowl this year. What would be the narrative then?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. There is a God. Your faithful servant has been humbled. There is a God.
Hallelujah. Where's he at, Troy? Where's he at?
Who that?
Where's he at?
He got shit. He ain't in Dallas.
No, I said, where's the yak?
Where the yak? In his glass. Shit. Your Cowboys had me drinking for 20 some odd years. Miserable. The ridicule, the money I've lost, the pain I've endured.
Well, I'm a Cowboy fan too, so I'm right there with you, bro.
Right there every year. Every year.
We all Cowboy fan right now.
Every year.
We all Cowboy fan, but I had to humble thyself. I had to humble thyself. Because we rode hard for many years in my prime. I had to humble thyself. Like in the Bible with Nebuchadnezzar the Jews, I had to humble thyself. Humble yourself before me. Shit.
Crazy.
What are you talking about? I done walked around the walls of Jericho blowing my horn for years. When the walls before that? I humbled myself for years.
Boy, you crazy, boy.
They said last time the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, your churn ain't been going yet. And all of them.
Well, that's bad for real. We've been there a long time, bro. It's been a long time. God, it's been a long time. I lie. We had a good run when we had a run, but it's been a long time.
You got to blame Jerry for that, man.
Yeah, he is. He shot us in the foot. He shot us in the foot. He did. He did.
You blame Jerry, but you can't blame Jerry.
Why you can't blame?
Jerry got us 3. If I was Jerry, and I won 3 Super Bowls in 5 years, I'd have been bigger than life too.
Jerry,
you couldn't tell me a goddamn thing that I don't know what I'm doing. Jerry knew I'm smarter than anybody in the world. I came in the league. I fired Tom Landry. Everybody mad about me. I built a new team. I bought this broke damn team, and I won it. I'm Jerry goddamn Jones.
But he didn't win it.
You couldn't tell me nothing.
Jimmy Johnson built his car.
Jimmy did that.
He fired with Jimmy and won it with that jackass from Oklahoma. So I still did it. I still prove my point.
But you know what? Even with Barry Switzer, if you look at the tape, Barry Switzer asked Jerry Jones when he first called him. He said, "How did you blank this up?" When he came there, because he was like, "I can't believe you let Jimmy Johnson go." Because Switzer had respect for Jimmy Johnson too. Everybody had respect for him.
Of course he had. He said Jimmy Johnson and beat him all through his college career.
You know.
But at the same time, is Jimmy Johnson for it too? Because like any other company, if you work for me and anything you do, I get the credit. Tell about Junior. If you work at Alumac, if you figure anything out on that company, we got the rights to it because you manufacture it and you came with that under my name. So the same thing any company. Any props you get belong to Alumac, right? Any theory you come up, any new product you come, copyrights infringed belong to Alumac. Same thing in the corporate. Anything you do, Jimmy, that's still Dallas Cowboy. That's still my brand.
But it's different. Okay, but it's different when my guy, I hire you to do this and you're doing it, but I am on the sideline with everybody is in the press box or whatever case it be. This is what pisses me off about Jerry Jones. When this dude was doing his due, winning these Super Bowls, winning these games, he's down on the field for what? Everybody know that's your team. Everybody know that you're a billionaire.
Atlanta Falcons want to do it.
Yeah, but he does it because he sees Jerry Jones do it. Jerry Jones is the only owner in the league where after the game, the first person they interview is not the head coach.
Right.
It's not any of the players. Right. It's him.
Right.
You know what? And why? And think about it. Jerry Jones is in marketing.
Hold up, Troy. Okay, you said Atlanta Falcons want to do it. What did he win? Nothing. Jimmy Jones was winning Super Bowls then. Why don't you sit up there in the press box? You don't see Bill Belichick and Crafty on the field.
Think about it.
Oh my God.
Think about it. Listen what I'm saying. Jerry Jones played football with Jimmy Johnson. So he think he a football man too. Although he's smart as a businessman, but in his mind, I'm a football man too. I played football. I played college football. I'm a football man too. In his mind, well, we know that he ain't got the smarts like Jimmy Johnson. But in his mind, I played college football. I won a national championship in college football on the team. I'm a football man too. He had to learn the hard way. You ain't know as much as you think you know. No. But in his mind, I'd have been the same way. Shit, I know football too. I know football. He had to find out. He humbled himself. He humbled himself when Jimmy won. Got his gold jacket. He said, I was wrong. My wife told me you made the biggest mistake in your life when you fired Jimmy Johnson. But as a man, in your pride, that man thing saying, shit, I ain't fuck that. I know what I'm doing. It's a man thing.
Troy, if that thing was reversed and you hired Irvin or Corns to run your team, and they're doing what you're supposed to do, doing what they're supposed to do, winning you titles, are you going to be in the spotlight all the time?
I'm gonna flip that on you, Junior.
No, you can't answer the question with the question. Man.
Okay, no, but it's different with me and you because you played high school basketball. Irvin played high school basketball. You put together a basketball team. Irvin coaching it. You were just as successful as Irvin as a basketball player. You know just as much as Irvin as a basketball player, and so he making moves and everything. You know just as much as him. You were just as successful or better in basketball. So you saying Irvin shit? What you doing? What make you think I can do?
Yeah.
You ain't know about wait a second. I'm talking to Junior right now. Would not your mind say shit? I know just as much as you. I could do it, but I choose to take my knowledge into all you and so and so. But if I had put all my wit into basketball, I could do just as much as you did, Irvin.
You couldn't do it.
Wait a minute, and that's Jerry's mindset. If I didn't go into all you into ships or whatever, I would have been just as successful as you on the football field as you were. That's what he thought.
You can't do it
because he came through the same race, high school, college, everything, but he didn't go. His career took him in a different path. So his mindset saying, "Shit, you wasn't no better than me in college."
He was drilling all wells, bro. He been drilling all wells.
So apparently, he must have knew something what Jimmy had because he hired him. So going back to what I'm saying, if Urban doing what he's supposed to do for you to win these Super Bowls or these championships, why don't you stay in the press box and drink your yak?
Because my team. Because my team.
God.
Yeah. I'm talking about how Jerry thought, because my team, and I can do it how I want to do it. Just like Al Davis.
You can lose. You can lose like we did for the last 20 plus years.
But okay, but think about it. Think about it.
All this talent, we lost.
Listen to me. Yeah, we lost, but financially, Jerry ain't lose, baby. Jerry,
it don't financially. It don't matter. You still lose.
If you do, it don't matter.
He cried this year.
What Jerry said?
He said he won't get the Super Bowl so bad.
What Forbes just
said? He's a billionaire. He's a billionaire.
What Forbes just say? Dallas Cowboys is the ultimate 7-point-something billion dollars and they ain't win shit in 20 years. So he ain't losing.
Yeah, but he bought the franchise. He knew what he was buying. This ain't just started with Jerry Jones. This ain't just started with Jerry. Sir,
Cowboys worth $600 million. Now they worth $3 billion. He ain't losing.
But Troy, you know what? And I see you trying to play devil's advocate to get around the question. But the bottom line is just this. Henry Ford said, I might not be the smartest man in the world, but I can hire the smartest men to work for me. And that's how Henry Ford was successful. Jimmy Johnson was a beast at in Miami. He built the brand that was called the Bully on the Block. He wasn't the first Miami coach, but he came, Snellenberg and those guys, but he came behind them, and he's a psychologist. And what he knew talent, and he also knew how to motivate guys, whoever he had. Now, even in Dallas right now, it's not Jerry Jones them that's bringing these players. It's Will McClay. Will McClay, the guy that goes and scout the talent, he's bringing in all the talent. He's not hired as the general manager, but they're sitting in the seat because they got the money. So the bottom line is just this, bro. At the end of the day,
it's Jerry Jones.
I'll let you finish. At the end of the day, bro, if you ain't winning no Super Bowls, that ain't gonna matter.
To who?
Because he want to win. The man been crying. The man was crying on TV.
Man, them crocodile tears.
They ain't no crocodile tears. That man said, I'll do anything to get back to Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you see that?
Yeah, I'll do anything to get. I get anything to win back to Super Bowl. But this $3 billion ain't bad neither, sweetheart. But this $3 billion ain't bad neither,
Troy.
But this $3 billion ain't bad neither.
So he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong for firing Jimmy Johnson.
He was dead wrong.
So then, what are you saying?
He was dead wrong. But at the end of the day, he bought the Cowboys as a business prospect for business. He said he bought it to make money. Ultimately, he made his money. But during that time, he wanted championships too. But he bought the Cowboys, what he said, to make money. I didn't buy it because I wanted to win Super Bowl. He bought it to make money.
Bro,
yeah, I mean, but Troy,
and he made money.
Yeah, but Troy, that's the American team. That stadium is packed every time, unless it's COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's nobody in the stands.
He doing us an injustice as fans. Think about it. I agree with as fans. He doing us an injustice because we want.
Troy, you sure you ain't Jerry's son?
I wish I was. Lord, I wish I was. Junior, Lord. I be there kill Jimmy. It'll be all mine. All mine. I be there kill him.
Jerry Jr. I'm gonna call you Jerry Jr.
Oh my God.
Troy, Jerry is a bad owner, right? It is his job. It is his job to hire the right people and put them in place to win. Everybody that sets foot on that football field can surely go out and buy their own little ring that you get when you win the Super Bowl. They can all afford to buy their own ring. So it's not about the money. They play because they want to win. They want to win the championship. Jerry is a micromanager.
Wait a minute.
What is the point? What is the point?
He got 3 rings, and you got some that have none.
He's a bad owner because he has the potential to put the talent in place to win without getting involved, and he doesn't know how to do that.
Troy, we could have had 7. We could have reeled off Super Bowls.
He won 3. He won 3. I'm on bad, and you got
How long ago?
3 and 40 years, Troy.
Let me
Troy,
see.
40 years. That's not good.
Last time the Jets won, the Jets.
And this
Last
made
time
me
the Jets
mad.
won, Cleveland Browns. Come on now. You can name more people that got more than 20 years than us that don't have no Super Bowls.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they
but
never had
Philadelphia Eagles got one.
But they
you
never
ought
had
to see it's a
Jimmy Johnson
football, though.
coaching.
You ought to see it's a football.
We have had teams. We have had players that should have won us the Super Bowl.
Witten should have got a Super Bowl. Witten should have had a Super Bowl, bro.
A whole bunch of them.
The Tony Romo.
I got a bad owner in New York. I should have had that championship in New York. I got a bad owner in New York.
Well,
Charles, what's the dude named Charles that messed up? He couldn't hit that layup.
Charles Smith, he got fouled. He got fouled, Junior.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He missed the layup. He went up soft. He should have slammed the ball. He should have slammed it. I don't hear that.
He got fouled.
That man's 6'12". He's 6'12", and he's trying to shoot a layup.
I got fouled. He got fouled.
Irvin, he's 6'12", and he's trying to lay up. Come on, man.
That was all clean.
He's 6'12".
Hand is part of the ball. That was all clean.
He got fouled.
Right.
Now, Patrick Ewing missed the layup against the Pacers that would have won Game 7. And then John Starks shot them out in Game 7.
Jordan rules. Why the book called Jordan rules? NBA been fixed, man. Been fixed.
Hell, they fixed it for y'all to get Patrick Ewing with the #1 pick. What are you talking about?
That's a theory. That's a theory. That's a theory. What? The envelopes was cool? The envelopes was cool? What? They froze the envelope? I heard that one too. They froze the envelope? Come on, man.
Hey, good night, folks. We'll see you next week if we do this. Definitely for the game Thursday.
Next week for the game Thursday, man. Junior, who you picking next week, man?
Oh, man. I gotta go with my boys. My heart is with my boys, man. But if that defense don't show up, it's not gonna be good.
I just hope if we win the toss, we take the ball first. Forget that deferring. I want the football.
Right. Who y'all going with? Who y'all going with?
Tampa Bay.
I'm going with Dallas, man.
I'm going with Dallas. I'm changing my pick. I'm going with Dallas, 27-24.
I can't make a pick, man. I don't know what we got on defense. I don't know what we got. I know we're going to score on them. I don't know what we can do on defense. If we got any semblance of defense.
I can't see we're going to score because them boys ain't playing none. They ain't got no game time reps. That's what scares me. That's what scares me.
Y'all got to remember.
We look good. We look damn good versus our defense, though.
Guys practice against other teams during the week with officials, and they practice all kind of different game type things during the week. Don't forget they got their reps in during the week now.
Okay, so was Dak and Zeke them playing?
Well, Dak is the only one, but Zeke practice.
Yeah, Zeke practice.
But my thing is, okay, your starting quarterback ain't played. That's what I'm saying.
He couldn't play because his arm.
That's football, bro.
No, that's not football, Irvin. I mean, you gotta get some kind of game time reps. You know that. Come on, bro.
Green Bay lost this starting. They lost.
Let's be real, Irv.
They lost when they started linemen, man.
You got 8 NFL starting quarterbacks that none of them got reps during the preseason. 8 of them, including the young boy from San Diego, including the young, or he ain't young no more, the young fella from Green Bay. So it's going to be interesting this first week.
Man, we'll see.
They didn't have no preseason last year, did they? Right?
Nope.
No preseason last year. So, I mean, we'll see.
And we got defensive coordinator this year.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one.
22. 35-22, babe.
Dang, Combs. That's kind of big there.
I'm talking big.
That's a lot of points on the #1 defense, huh?
I'm talking big. 35-22.
Well, I would bet you, but that's my team. I can't bet against my team, but I would. I would have took your money. I would have been more than happy to take your money.
What you said, Bam Mab? I know he is still on the air.
Yeah, he's still on the air. He should still be on the air. He said Jimmy was a college coach. he was just talking about how Jimmy was a good coach. When Jerry got rid of him, Bam went with the Cowboys. He said I'm a big Cowboys fan, but Dallas will have to grow up real fast on Thursday.
Right.
Yeah. So
I mean, if he had better corners in the pass rush, I would have go Cowboys all the way. But
man, we got good corners.
No, man. No.
We got good corners.
No. You just see the clip that Irvin sent us when your boy Diggs talk all that smack to Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper scored 2 touchdowns.
Bro, that's Cooper. Cooper beats everybody.
Cooper ain't top 5 no more. Cooper ain't top 10 no more.
About? What?
Cooper ain't top 10 no more.
Cooper's not top 10 no more.
Who made the Pro Bowl?
Huh?
Who made the Pro Bowl?
Ain't nobody made the Pro Bowl last year because what quarterback was out.
Numbers don't lie. Who ain't top 10 no more? Who ain't top 10 no more, man?
Okay. We gonna see. This is the test. Rubber meet the road.
I would love.
Y'all don't change your picks now. We got our picks and don't change them now.
I didn't give a pick. B spot.
Come on, give it there. You can't sit on the Troy. You can't sit on the fence. If just give a win or lose.
I'm gonna go under the fence. I ain't got to pick, man. I gotta see something, man. I don't talk with my heart because I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, man. I go on what I see and what I see. I ain't see nothing yet. I gotta see something, man.
It's okay. We just finished preseason. Don't count. It's basically scrimmages. You just got to go with your gut. Who do you think is going to win?
I haven't even seen our starting defense on the field.
Nobody has.
I don't know what we got, man. So if I got to go on that defense that we got last year, we gonna get blown the fuck out.
We had last year.
But I don't know what we got compared to last year.
Gone. We got some. What? Who left?
We got the same quarters. Brown and Diggs, same quarters.
But who left? What's the two? The safeties. Safety's gone.
Yeah.
So Troy's going for Tampa Bay. Troy's going for Tampa Bay.
I said if we got the same defense we had last year, I'm gonna be throwing my cans, pouring my drink out, throwing my wings out. If anybody else can get the fuck out, game on, go. I'm going to bed.
You can't be throwing the wings out now. And I'm hungry. It's 11 o'clock. We're about to get off. I'm going to eat.
I can't watch the game with people. I can't watch the game. I'm too emotional. I don't watch with people. I watch by myself because I get mad as hell. Son out, girlfriend out.
Come on, man.
Cordell, we gotta have a censor. We gotta have censorship for Troy next week.
Yeah, I couldn't reach the button.
It's an
if
emotional
you gonna start throwing stuff.
Yeah, he has to pre-record that.
Cornell speak from his heart and see it there, but when I watch the game, boy, it's an emotional state for me, man. I'm just like, I was there.
Troy, I'd be in just as bad shape as you, bro. But let me tell you, I'm telling you, I bought it. I bought it. Dan Quinn.
Corn be cursing, bro.
I'll be cursing. Don't listen to Junior. I don't be cursing.
You're like going to sports bars and watching the game with people. I can't do that. Can you say something the wrong thing to me while I'm watching that game, boy? It's all. I can't do it.
Money.
I got to stay home. I got to still watch by myself.
Troy, them boy come into play, man. They come into play. They know they play. They know they're playing the Super Bowl champions. And let me tell you something. Quinn is the 54th player. Remember, I said that. That's the best addition we made in the offseason is Quinn over our defense. I'm telling you, man. Quinn over that defense, boy.
I think if his defense was nasty, he'd be showing off. He'd be saying, "Boy, look at this lick I got right now, boy." He'd be showing the difference. I think he hiding us because he said it ain't what we ain't quite there yet. If I had that defense, I'm gonna let you say, "Boy, I got a beast. I got a lick. I got a lick now." He hiding us. He's hiding us for a reason. And he said he must say we not quite there yet. It's gonna come around, but he know we ain't quite there yet. If not, he'd have been showing that defense. Why every offensive play we show in preseason what the offense do? We have yet to show what the defense. We show Michael Parsons going sideline to sideline, made a couple of times, but we ain't showing that defense nasty. That defense ain't coming across and say, ooh, like the old Jerry Jones defense. They said, boy, that defense hitting, boy, that defense doing something.
Nobody been playing. I ain't see DeMarcus play.
Nobody. So I don't know what we got.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe he hiding. Maybe he is hiding it. I don't know.
I hope
so.
I pray.
I hope so.
I'm saying, you ain't showing me nothing. Right now, you showing CD can catch on anybody. That's what from the whole preseason. CD can catch the ball on anybody. Contort his body, do anything he wants to catch the ball. I also noticed that Michael Parsons is quicker than any running back I see. He'll run anybody down. But that's all I've seen.
It's a prediction, Troy. It's just a prediction.
Troy, and also,
I predict if you lose next week baseball, I'm gonna curse you out because you made me. That's what I predict.
I can handle it. And go ahead and throw them chicken wings this way while you cussing me out.
Try throw the chicken wings. Throw the chicken wings away.
I'm gonna fall on my sword, man. I'm scared. I can't say nothing, man, because I don't know. I got so many people on the job wanting to bet me and take money. I don't know nothing. I don't know yet.
Well,
I don't know yet.
Really, with that betting thing, you can't bet.
Yeah.
It's just like, the bookies and all of them got their hands in it.
Yeah.
The same way I told Corn that thing was rigged last year. This year rather. That Super Bowl was rigged.
No, I saw.
Y'all didn't say anything. You didn't say anything about Tampa Bay defense.
Tampa Bay,
but you got the top. You got the top.
Tampa Bay beating them.
You got the top offense in the league, and they can't score but 3 points. And
they have five. They have 5 offensive linemen missing, Junior.
Yeah.
But prior to that,
5 offensive linemen been gone.
Tom Brady threw 5 interceptions versus the New Orleans Saints and still won. Come on, man.
That's New Orleans Saints, bro.
Right.
He threw 5 interceptions versus the Saints, and they still won. Come on. For Drew Brees, you gave Drew Brees 5 extra opportunities.
Listen,
I ain't never seen Drew Brees play that bad.
If you put any pressure on Drew Brees, he caved. Don't you remember the Monday night we killed them on? We destroyed them. If you put pressure on Brees, he's done. They got a defense, bro.
Brees as good as Brady, man.
No, but you're missing the whole concept. What he's saying, Cornell. He had 5 extra chances, and they still lose
because the defense shut him down.
No, man.
The defense shut him down.
The defense ain't that nasty, man.
Hey, man. Oh, okay. All right.
I see defense that nasty. Tampa Bay. New Orleans beat them twice in the regular season, and now in the playoffs we can't do nothing.
Do you know how much people would have to get in for the whole team to throw a game? You know how much people have to be to go in along with that? The coaches and everything.
Just one.
The whole coach.
Just one.
The quarterback. With Minnesota, they call that pass interference. Minnesota, New Orleans, pass interference.
They have bad calls, man.
No bad call. You got instant replay. You can't have a bad call with instant replay.
Right. So against Green Bay, and what they tell you, he made a non-football move. Then when they tell you about a year later, that it was a good catch.
So that goes to tell you it's not bad calls. It's
exactly. That
goes to tell you it's not bad calls. It's fair. When instant replay and you still say it's a catch on instant replay, and they come back and say no catch, you like
Troy.
The same thing with that. The same thing with that when Atlanta up by 25 and you stop running the ball.
If you miss
and they couldn't stop the run,
But
come on, man. All you need was 5 first down. 5 first down.
Come on, you just can't. I don't know how you can't. I don't know how you can't see that.
If you miss the personnel, man, they was missing personnel. Hey, the quarterback was hurt.
I'm talking about Atlanta. I'm talking about Atlanta and New England when they was up by 25 points and they stopped running the ball. They stopped running Freeman and what's the other boy name? And they couldn't stop them.
That's the same
thing. You just stop running the ball.
Seahawks did the same thing. People made bad calls.
No, they no bad call there, man. That's common sense.
It's common sense. Come on,
man. Seahawks did the same thing,
between the bad call and the bad half. It's a difference between the bad call and the bad half. You may make one bad call. You made all bad calls the whole half, the whole second half.
The whole half. You passing the ball, and they ain't stopped to run the whole time.
And you up
by 25 points.
When they cut it down to 14, I'm gonna start using clock.
Right.
Adjustments, Bo. But listen, I just can't. I just have a hard time seeing the fix. I'm sorry, I can't see the fix when they got defensive linemen out there, and I put the pictures up. All them hits them guys been making on Kansas City, as physical as they was.
A couple of years, Kansas City was playing.
That boy was so physical against Kansas City last year.
They threw an interception, and they called a holding. Right? A holding after he threw an interception and reversed the call. Come on, man. The ball already out of his hand. They already picked off. And now you said hold it. You pick up the flag?
We gonna let Burnett eat, man. We gonna let Burnett eat, man.
I look forward to you next Wednesday.
I know, for my sake, I hope we win because I'm just not trying to get cussed out by Troy.
We'll be ready, man. We gonna win. We'll win
That's why I ain't tell you who gonna win the game. I don't have nothing to say about it until I see what our defense looks like.
Listen, win or lose, they're still my team, Troy. Win or lose.
Yeah. It's like marriage. I don't like her no more, but I still love her. I don't like what you showed me, but I still love you.
Oh my God.
Death to us on spot.
And that is why I'm single. Y'all have a good night.
As am I, right? Shit, I was married before. The devil's a lie. You do it again, the devil's a lie. I find the pleasure in being by myself. I could, if I was married, I couldn't be on there talking now like I want. What time you come to bed?
Exactly. 11:15. And for me as a woman, you want a computer talking about football? Yeah, right.
Yeah, how they say, who you, which one you messing with? Who you messing with?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who face you smiling all that? Who is B spot? They come around and say, that don't say B spot, that say G spot. Oh, what are you talking about?
And we're gonna end on that one. We like to thank everybody for coming and joining us tonight, man. And hey, we'll be back next week.
Cowboys Nation.
Cowboys Nation.
Until we do it again.
Till we do it again.
Good night.
Good night.